Oh shit. Oh shit. I started airing.
Nice.
Um
Oh, you live right now?
yeah. You know
Mm,
me, always starting live.
You'll be alright.
What the
Hold on.
8 a brownie, and I had to hang out with Ryan's mom. It was really nice. I haven't done it in a while, and I was like, this is very spiritually pleasing. I like this. This is nice.
Yo, that's dope. How you do that, Chingu?
mm,
Dude, is that the cup? Is that that fucking cup from like school's design?
mhm.
Oh
Old
no.
school.
Fucking
Yeah.
doctor's office. Mm. I gotta show you something, BBD. You can, if you go to the certain website, it's the
Mm-hmm.
Snap camera, and you can use it on Discord. You
Snap
just have
camera.
to change. Yeah, you can just change the in your settings. You go to the voice and video, and you change the camera to snap. But you have to make it work. You have to have the snap camera application open, and then go and change it on your Discord. Sometimes you do have to restart both applications. Just letting you know that. That's the only downfall. But otherwise, you can look up all the snap filters you want. It's great. It's great. You should look into that.
Yeah, I'm gonna look into
You'll
that.
find some entertaining shit.
I'll definitely look into that. Okay, okay. Wait, somebody tagged me in some.
Peace, everyone. How you doing?
Hey.
Good. My name's Ariana, but
Going
you
on.
can call me Ari or Ari J. I also go by those two nicknames. But how's everybody feeling?
I'm feeling
Good,
good.
good, good.
Good. How how are you tonight?
I'm excellent. Thank you for asking. Feeling good. It's cold here too where I'm at. I'm in Gary. I'm from Gary, Indiana. Not too far from Chicago. Pretty much, same same place. You
Facts.
feel me?
Facts.
But
Facts.
it's a little bit of black ice where I am though. I know you were speaking about it. What's your name?
My name is
Um,
Stephanie. Nice to
Stephanie.
meet
Yeah,
you.
nice to meet you too. You were asking about the black ice. It's a little bit here in Gary.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Ruh-roh.
Um. Okay, so we can start go ahead and get started. Hey y'all, welcome to the Baby D show. I'm your host. Ain't nobody got like Baby D. Um.
Mhm.
So today we're gonna be talking about. I'm be real, like I said, we going with the flow, but we gonna be more on an educational, spiritual type of level. So
Mm.
we're gonna be sharing a lot of things that y'all should know about or that's not talked about, and promoting better ways such as health, food, etc. I got some special guests on the show. My first special guest is Ariana. Ariana. I'm pronouncing it wrong.
No, it's okay. It's okay. A lot of people say either or, but I say Ariana.
Like
Like when I
Ariana
say
Grande.
yeah. So and some people like Ariana Grande. So I really it's up to you. But I say Ariana.
And y'all already know that's my source. That's my divine. That's the one I get from everything. So y'all gonna learn a lot from her.
Cool.
And then we got my girl Deja. Where you at?
Hi, you guys. I'm here
Wow.
just washing up some dishes, but I'm listening.
All right,
Nice.
thank y'all. And that's my sister right there. That's my other half. So she just gonna
Aw.
be into. She want to learn more because she want to. Oh yeah. So she want to learn more about becoming alkaline or vegan, so she can transform her
Nice,
life.
nice, nice.
Yes.
Nice, nice. Okay, okay, okay. Cool, cool, cool. So what's like what is your lifestyle right now? Like, how do you eat currently?
How do I eat? So I guess you can pretty much say I eat regular. I don't eat
Okay.
red meat, but every once in a while I will eat fish, salmon, and chicken every once in a while.
Okay. So you're predominantly like plant-based?
Yeah.
Nice. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Okay. So I do have a question. Do you know like what exactly alkaline like eating is, or the whole point of being alkaline? It's just any, like background knowledge, because I know it's becoming like more popular. So I just want to know if you're like familiar with it at all.
I'm familiar with a little bit of it, not all. I just know that I want to be my healthiest.
Nice.
A little bit of health problems going on. So I want to eliminate
Okay.
a lot of inflammation. Hold on, baby, okay? Give me a second.
Okay. Yes. I'm glad you brought up inflammation. Okay, so first and foremost, the doctor who I, look up to the most is, the infamous Dr. Savy, Alfredo Bowman. For those of you who do not know him, he's a carbonated being. And he studies the African biome system for carbonated beings. He teaches how we should eat, our lifestyle, et cetera, et cetera. So pretty much an alkaline lifestyle and what alkaline foods are, they are carbon-based foods. They are native indigenous foods as well. There are no hybrid foods in an alkaline lifestyle. There's no genetically modified foods. There's no processed foods. There's no eating of flesh, blood, starch, or anything like that. No sugar, anything like that. Just everything natural and directly from the source, Mother Earth, Mother Gaia. Okay? What was here to begin with, the OG plants, For example, like corn used to look way different back when our ancestors was eating it versus that big genetically modified yellow and white sweet corn and stuff that everybody is used to eating today. A lot of the fruits and vegetables that are common, amongst everybody, let's not even just, say just
It's almost
carbonated being.
everything.
Apples
Yeah,
used to
it's
taste like
everything.
potatoes, dude.
Apples
Say it one more
do.
time.
How crazy is that?
Right. Everything has almost been, tampered with. The bananas, certain green leafy vegetables, all kind of things. And there's a lot of things that we eat that we think, is healthy, because it's promoted as such, and we don't know that it's actually possibly a hybrid, such as cranberries and
Ooh.
pineapples. Those are things that are not native to the land. Those are things people mixed together. They took this strand of fruit and they put it with another strand of fruit and they created their own thing.
Hmm.
So eating alkaline is pretty much eating natively. And then there's different ways, you can eat alkaline. There's people who eat just raw. There's people that eat cooked, such and such things. There are some people that eat raw during just a certain period. For example, if they're trying to detox or if they're trying to heal and cleanse, they'll take a period where they'll eat raw. And then after that, they might switch over to eating cooked alkaline foods. And some examples of some native foods, some alkaline foods, are things like oyster mushrooms, kale. There's a specific potato called the red rose potato. Burro bananas, baby bananas are alkaline versus the regular bananas that you see in store. I can't think of the name of them right now, but they start with a C. I think there's like Canadish or Cavendish, something like that. I'll get the name of them, but again, like I said, all berries are alkaline except the cranberries, so blueberries, blackberries, raspberries, mulberries, golden berries, strawberries, gooseberries, things like that. Grapes, Grapes are a berry. For people to know, grapes are a berry, and they have to be seeded. If it's not seeded, you do not eat it. That's it. That's all. That's law. Okay. Everything from
Facts.
everything from
Well, okay,
nature
okay. My question.
comes
This my
with the
question.
seed.
This my
Uh
question.
huh.
I'm the host, so let me ask you this question, right? So some people that might try to tune in right now, why would you want to go alkaline vegan? What is the reasons of why people go out,
That's a
not
really
vegan, but
good
alkaline
question.
lifestyle?
Yeah, I love that question.
What's your
Other questions for me, or is
yeah,
it for
yeah,
everyone?
yes.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I thought you're asking everybody. Okay, so for mainly, for health in general, when you heal mind, body, and spirit, so all of collective. For me, I wasn't just eating alkaline for things like just like weight loss. Because I used to be heavier. I used to do a whole bunch of things. I used to do TLC. I used to try this, that, and the other diet. I tried pescatarian and all of that. And I also noticed like I had like worse health issues, and things like that. And then I discovered Dr. Sabi on YouTube, and he was speaking about how eating alkaline is like for everything. It cures everything. It's for just health in general. So I feel like some reasons to go alkaline is because you want to get in alignment with yourself. You might want to get in tune with yourself. It's going to help you heal everything. We have three brains: the brain, the actual mind, the heart, and the gut. And healing starts in the gut. When you cleanse all of that, you really get more in tune with everything. You start listening to your body for real more, and all kinds of things. Because we are really programmed and conditioned as a collective through a whole bunch of things. And food is one of the main things. They try to get us with everything: Taco Bell, chicken wings, Popeye, chicken sandwiches, all of these things, because they know people like to eat, especially in America. They love food. They try to do everything with food. You get the vaccine, you get a free slice of pizza, like all kind of things. Food and drugs, are the main things that they try to hinder us with. So if you just want to free yourself from that, just reset everything. Those could be reasons why you would want to go alkaline. And then the other things will come, like if you want to gain weight, that'll come. You want to lose weight, that'll come. All that'll come with it. But you should want to do it like for self, for really wanting to be healthy, mind, body, and spirit all together.
Yep. So basically, to add on to what she's saying is like, so like alkaline vegan, the difference between vegan is like no dairy, no meat, no nothing. Then there's alkaline vegan, which is like foods that's like non-hybrid, carbon based, and then those foods are entirely to enhance your spirituality, enhance yourself. No mucus, no
Yes.
side effects. You're a
Yeah, it
superhuman.
reduces
Like
the inflammation
reduce
in your body.
inflammation, weight loss, all that shit is gonna come. Like you're just gonna be the most happiest on this lifestyle. Versus vegan is still got its mucus and stuff and all that. Like rice is a vegan thing. Oh, right, but I just found out rice is worms. It's maggots, not worms. It's maggots. So
But you can have
wild
wild rice,
rice.
real wild rice.
Yeah.
I have such a hard time with wild rice.
Yeah,
And
you
I
gotta cook that mug.
Yeah, it do. Like, I personally prefer quinoa, because trust me, wild rice, I got cooking for a very long time. It gotta be soft. Like, it can stay hard for a very long time. And it's actually not even a grain. Wild rice is aquatic seagrass.
mm.
So, yeah, it's
Interesting.
not even a grain.
Okay, I have a question for you.
Hmm.
What would you recommend for a person who wants to go raw for the first time?
That's a great question.
Sorry.
Okay,
Smoothies.
so it's okay. So I definitely would suggest that you go on a fast or a cleanse on like juices and smoothies, incorporate them, and not even really a fast, just like maybe 2 to 3 times out of the week, replace a meal or two with like a smoothie or a juice or just raw fruit in general or raw foods in general. Try to replace 1 or 2 meals at least 2 to 3 times out of the week so that you can get used to it. You don't really want to jump into things like too fast or, cold turkey. Some people can, but it's easier to relapse, back to bad foods because those are drugs, like literally, like regular foods that people be eating, or
Yeah.
even the meat, because you know Dr. Sabi himself, the last meat that he was really eating was like fish and things like that. But see, our nothing is really pure over here in the Americas like that. Really nowhere, because we be going over there fishing and putting all of these like ships in the water. We're damaging the earth, and then we're still trying to eat things that's eaten from the damaged earth. So it's really just like this big cycle. And then you can reduce it though, by not eating the meats as well, because they contain a lot of stuff. And some of these animals are truly hybrid too. Like there's a video of Dr. Sabi speaking about indigenous animals like the bison and buffalo, and how the cow is a hybrid of the bison and buffalo. So that means
Really?
that, yes, so a cow isn't a real animal, and people out here eating beef, and beef
What?
really ain't beef anyway.
What? Hold on, cows
Right,
aren't real
Wow.
animals?
right. And they be pumping the chickens and shit that we eat
With
now with like steroids
probiotics.
and stuff like that.
Mhm.
That's none of the stuff that we had really back in the day in indigenous times is the same.
Yeah,
Like
I believe it.
even then, like it's not nothing is the same. Back
What?
then it would have been safer to eat, meat here and there, and even then we wasn't overly consuming. People eat meat every day,
Hey.
every day. You're not
Yeah.
supposed to eat every day. We wasn't eating
Yeah.
like that. We
Oh,
might eat twice a week
hold on, hold
max.
Yes,
on.
that's so true. That is so true.
Hold, hold,
You know what? One thing I cannot do still to this day is eat meat every day. I absolutely cannot. I don't see how people do it. I haven't been doing it every day, but I have been eating it, more than I used to. And it's
Mm-hmm.
so much harder for me to stop. That's why I'm like, oh my God, what do I need to do? This is
Mm-hmm.
horrible. This is worse than before, The cravings, I feel full, bloated. It's a mess.
Mm-hmm.
so
They
my
be they put stuff in the food, like, and that's what it is. Like they trying to kill people.
but,
They
but my
trying.
thing is though, so if we sit up here, we saying cows ain't real animals. Don't they talk
Mhm.
about that in the Bible? And then on top of
Mhm.
that, they not just only eating beef. All the burgers and stuff is from beef. They also drinking cow's milk too.
Mhm.
That's all I gotta say.
And then I just seen this picture. It was a photo of a mom and her daughter doing the 10-year challenge, and it was showing the daughter from 3 to 13, and everybody was shocked and surprised at how um like now overly grown might not be the best word to describe how the 13-year-old looked, but I'm gonna just say it for example purposes. And the first thing that came to my mind is they probably eat like the meat and drinking the milk that got hormones and pus and all that stuff added to it. You are what you eat. If they injecting chicken with steroids and you eating a chicken that got steroids, where do you think that the steroids gonna go? Or if they injecting the meat with hormones and you eating the meat, where do you think the meat is gonna go? You know.
Hmm.
And so all of that, like, it's a cycle. Like literally, like you become what you consume. But not to get too far off topic, definitely replace like like 2 meals a day, about 2 to 3 times a week, give your body a chance to get used to the raw eating, so you don't just go cold turkey. Then you can eat cooked meals. Eat your cooked meals later in the day. You can incorporate your raw meals earlier in the day. You want to break your fast with fruits typically, um, and you
Hmm.
don't want to eat your. Sorry, what was that?
Oh no, I'm listening. I'm
Oh,
sorry.
okay, okay. You're okay. Okay, so you don't want to like mix your fruits and things with too much stuff when you're eating fruit. Eat as much fruit as you want before you start to consume like your veggies, your grains, and other vegetables. Fruits don't really digest well with other foods. They're meant to be eaten alone, and some fruits you don't even mix with each other. You got like acid or acidic fruits, sub-acidic fruits and sweet fruits, and then melons. So like sub-acidic and acidic fruits can mix, but you're not supposed to mix like sweet fruits with acidic fruits. So that's like bananas and certain berries are not supposed to mix, but you can mix things like berries and something sub-acidic like an apple. Berries would be more on the acidic side, or like a sour orange would be more of an acidic fruit. Key lime will be more of an acidic alkaline fruit.
Right. And
Okay.
then I heard you're not supposed to mix kale with our fruit either.
Yeah, no veggies. Just like people be doing like blueberries, bananas, kale, spinach. It were for people who like eat just plant based, but like they put all those veggies with the fruits. Yeah, you're not supposed to do that. You can do just solely green veggies by themselves, and then you can do just solely fruit smoothies. But you shouldn't mix the veggies and the fruits together.
Right.
Either do it like separately. Like you can do like kale with other greens, dandelion, arugula, things like that. Mix it with like coconut water or spring water, and have like a green juice, and then leave the fruits for the smoothies. Have them by themselves,
Right.
Okay.
and
Okay.
then
Hmm.
yeah, you can also increase your alkaline herb intake as well. You can do like some everyday herbs. Elderberry, that's a good immune booster herb.
Sea moss.
Burdock is good for. What'd you say?
Sea moss.
Yes, yes, sea moss.
Yep.
Everybody, yeah, real sea moss every day. Yes. Burdock root good for iron. Dandelion root. Cascara sagrada is a good colon cleansing herb. It is bitter, but bitters are very good for us. It helps to reset the taste buds, the tongue, in
Mm.
general. We are used to a lot of processed foods, processed sweet,
What's up?
processed overly salt,
A,
MSG, and
a really
everything.
good food is soursop. Soursop is really good.
Yes, soursop is
Mm.
amazing.
Yeah.
Um, what's some other? I love all melons. Watermelon, cedar grapes are my favorite too. Mangoes, really good.
Yeah, right up my alley. It's right up my alley.
So
I love those, man. Those are fucking amazing.
yeah, me too. Me too. So that's okay. So one of the main things I like about being alkaline is like
Not a lot of young vote like me, cause no one got it like
thank
baby.
you Raveness for the follow. Thank
Not a lot
you.
of young.
So so anyways, I want to tap on back to what you said about like what we used to eat back in the day, because I had just made a TikTok video last week about what we supposed to be eating, because that book that you recommended, the Hood Health book, that book opened my mind and it makes so much sense. Like back like in Africa, and some of us that was on America, we used to only strictly eat vegetables and fruits, and we had some grains. We didn't eat meat all the time. um that was like on the special occasions, or if they was able to hunt it, but they were strictly on fruits and vegetables. And also if you look down a path where we were slaves, um they had to eat fruits and vegetables, and they were strong to do their job. Most of them was strong to do their job. The other ones, they was weak when they didn't have the food. But like now we look onto the Americanized diet. The Americanized diet, everything has additives, addicting chemicals, all this and that. And black people are the most is the top race with diabetes, obesity, heart disease. We got breast cancer, the dairy that we consume. This food ain't supposed to be like, if it's supposed to be like for us, we wouldn't have these man-made diseases, but instead we think that the chemicals and the GMO foods is the number one supplier to multiply our food, putting all animals in our fruit or to keep them alive and cross-contaminate steroids in the animals and everything. It's just giving us more health issues down the line. So I thought that was interesting.
And speaking of like the stuff they be adding, like one of the main things that came to my mind, like they always add like preservatives and stuff, and like one of the main ones is like citric acid. A lot of people would think that citric acid is like acid from citrus, but it's really not. It's black mold. It's mold. Literally, it's mold in everything. Like that's crazy as hell, but very much so true.
Oh my!
Wait, what's just mold?
Citric
acid.
Oh my goodness.
Okay.
That's it.
Right. I used to even think it was like citrus fruit, like just off the bat when I was younger. I'm like, oh, that's from like a lemon or a lime, citrus acid or something like that. But no, it's black mold.
And that's in every single fucking thing. Everything
wow.
I see. Yeah, so
Wow.
citric acid and then aspartame. I don't even know how to pronounce that word. But that's in pop and sugar. And that's rat poison.
And it's crazy because they tell us, like, it's us that have to do the work and actually research what it is we drink. And we just be thinking that it's safe because it's sold and it's on a bottle or a box and, on the label. And it's available in stores. I just found out recently that like 60+%. I thought it was less. I was giving America the benefit of the doubt, but 60+% of the food is banned in like half the world, like if not all of the other countries in the world. Like over 60% of our food is banned in other countries.
Yep, fluoride water, the tap water, adding fluoride to the water is banned. But we got that in here, tap water.
Sure do. We sure do.
But yeah.
And fluoride, like especially for carbon people, is terrible for us. Like it weakens our pineal gland and everything. It's really not good for us to have that. It's in our toothpaste. They give it to you for free at the dentist. All kind of stuff.
Yep. I was just telling my mom about the pineal gland. What's our pineal gland is. Everybody's born with one. Everybody should know that they have one, but you're born to suppress it. That's why when you're a baby, when you're a kid, they give you candy, and more candy you eat, the more it's closing your pineal gland.
Wow.
So you can't access your intuition. You can't access your spiritual powers. You can't access yourself. You can't think for yourself. You rely on them. You become having hormonal balances, chemical imbalance. You become depressed. You become lazy. You become health problems. Everything is suppressing you.
Wow.
It's really wild out here in this world.
I just think it's wild though, cause like I think it's more crazy. Like I'm glad Whoopi Goldberg, she just came out, saying that she got 2 COVID shots and 2 booster shots, and she still got COVID. And they
really,
yes, and they pushing like everybody needs to get the vaccine, and people coming out like, oh, I got these many shots and I got COVID.
think the problem is a lot of people think that getting the shot is going to keep them from getting COVID.
Yep.
They really have no idea.
And it's more like relying on the shots to like relying on the shots to build up our immune system, but like we can already naturally build up our immune system just by what we eat, just by how we come off, like how we maintain our lifestyle. We gonna rely on some chemical base where we gotta keep getting the shot to keep our immune system up, or can we just do it for free and eat and do our lifestyle change? Like,
All it is
Drink some
fear.
berry
That's all it
tea,
is.
take some
People
ginger
get
shots,
scared.
eat some soursop.
They don't even think for themselves. They just get scared and just go off and just, hey, to each their own. I ain't judging nobody, but people play on people's fucking. It's being a pandemic, and people don't take the time out just to fucking just question the narrative. They just go with the flow, and they wonder why they crash out. That you gotta think for yourself.
yep,
Like that's tough. That's really tough. And
I
like
literally like it.
nobody can live your life but yourself. But you go off and just listen to somebody else that will impact your life for the bird. No, hell nah. You make it make sense.
yep. That's
Can't.
what. And then you know what? And I'm glad that Deja on here too. So Ari, you be doing plant medicines, right? You be doing your plant medicines.
Definitely. Um, I'm about to do like shrooms soon, more than likely. Shrooms are they're really chill, you know. They might kind of seem like hyped up, but they're really like cool, calm, for people that can handle it, like as a starter, plant medicine. But there's a lot more plant medicines out there besides shrooms. You have like ayahuasca, DMT. We produce it naturally, but you can also get it in a pure form to take it, so it can be considered like a plant medicine.
I
There's
like
things called
that.
like rapé, which is made from like ancient. Well, it is not made from, but it's an ancient like tobacco, and it's used to like cleanse, like the sinus canal, nasal passages, all of that, and it
Mugwort.
also
Mugwort.
brings about,
Yeah, mugwort's
yeah,
really good.
mugwort, yes, mental clarity. You can really consider probably blue lotus to be like a plant medicine too. A lot of people, yeah, a lot of people use that to help with like crown chakra activation, third eye
Even
activation, all the
even
pineal
lavender.
gland, and all
You
that
can get
together, you know.
lavender and that, like lavender, dandelion. You like I said, mugwort. It's a lot. You just gotta do like your research when it comes to that stuff because like it's a whole plethora of natural shit that you can experience and then just open up your pineal and open up like it helps you to reach different man. It's a lot, y'all. Like,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, cause I all that stuff that she just named, I'm finna make my herbal blends for all them lavender, mugwort, blue lotus, cause I was smoking that, and baby, when I tell you
right.
everything was enchants,
And like you can make your own like you can like get like some mugwort. You can put like a little bit of this, a little bit of that, and you can do however you want. But the natural herbs and shit like that really help with a lot of shit. You know what I'm saying? Like
yeah,
especially like with health wise and shit. Like
she
you
and,
know,
and she Deja, she got asthma, so I was telling her she could take some herbs for her asthma to prevent
right,
her to get her attacks.
right.
You guys
No,
have no idea. I am over here searching for a pen so I could write all of this stuff down. Oh my goodness.
you can do things like use mullein or gordo. It's amazing for the lungs. Soursop leaves,
Right.
amazing.
You can make it into like a
Soursop really
tea.
good for everything. Soursop is good for everything, but mullein or lobo, elderberry, all that's good for the immune system and lung area, respiratory health, all of that. What was I about to say? Nettle
I think I heard.
leaf.
I don't know where I heard it at.
Yeah, those are some main. Ginger is really good. You can throw like fresh ginger just to throw it in when you make your teas. You can throw some fresh ginger in there as well.
Yeah. I'm trying to write it down for you so I can send you what she was saying.
Oh my goodness. If only y'all could see me in here. I'm like, all the writing I do, and you mean to tell me I can't find out one pen today? Are you kidding me?
I got you. So yeah, you can take those herbs pretty much so you can prevent your asthma attacks from coming.
Thank you, you guys.
Like me, cause no one got it like baby this. Baby this. Not a lot of
That's not you. Thank you for the follow, Ari baby. Hey Ravenous, how you doing? Somebody trying to join us. So the same. You watching a video? I think she's stuck watching a video. She not on here.
I done lost my lighter. Ain't that some shit? Oh, never mind.
Ain't that some shit? Again? I love you, Chingu.
My bad. I'm trying to get this person in here. Okay, so let's move on to. Okay, so we just talked about the food, the plant medicines. I want to know, what is y'all spiritual, not spiritual beliefs. Where do you think that we came from? Who do you think is the source? What is the source to you?
So this is why I wanted to change now to spiritually, because I don't. Okay, so like with Wiccan, you like have to believe in a how do you say it? Like a god and a goddess, basically. The horn and the seashell. And fucking, I just like, I don't believe in that, but I am very strong with those beliefs for the most part. But I think it's like a little skewed for me because I'm still learning about it. And but anyways, so I'm like choosing to be a little more spiritually about it. But wait, hold on, I'm sorry, Baby D. Yeah. Forgive me. I'm gonna pull out my. I'm really fucking high. Please remind me of the question. I'm going off track.
Oh, who do you think is Who do you think is God, or who do you think is the source? Where do you think we came from?
I feel like that we are just energy connected to energy.
Okay.
That's the baseline. Is energy created us?
You're not wrong.
But I'd like to believe that. I went down this like deep hole on like alien shit, and like I'd like to believe that there was this these two. Okay, so it's like this big alien race that had two suns, and like they fucking like made us, and like they send us from one planet to the other, and that's basically they like hold our souls and they keep sending us down. I'm just like, I'd like to believe that. That sounds really cool.
I mean, you're okay. So,
and that's like where reincarnation comes from. It's like, that's crazy.
That's interesting.
Yeah. I don't
I'm not
believe
gonna,
it, but that'd be pretty cool.
I mean, I'm not gonna say that you're far off. I'm not gonna say that. I'm not gonna say, what you believe is you know what I'm saying. It's just interesting that you just say that. Um,
Hmm.
So Chinga, I was surprised you ain't saying a lot on this topic because you always. Hey T, welcome to the call.
Hey, love.
I'm
Hey,
just
we were just asking the topic. Who do you think is God, or where do you think we came from? Who's the source to you?
I don't believe in the whole person thing as far as like being God. Everything is energy. So it's an energy.
Angie.
yeah.
Do you believe that black people came from the sun?
Yeah, I do. Mm-hmm. 6 protons, 6 neutrons, 6 electrons. I definitely believe that
Mm-hmm.
too.
Mm-hmm.
9 ether beings.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I definitely believe that. But like all the other stories, I don't believe those. I believe those are just like a distraction to keep you away from self.
Mm-hmm.
100%, 100%.
Yeah.
So, would y'all say that the Bible is a big symbolism?
Yeah.
I read the whole Bible. It's bullshit. The whole thing contradicts itself. It talks a lot about slaves and slave masters. So I truly believe that the slave masters wrote that. It talks a lot about obeying your master.
The thing about the Bible is like it's telling us his story. His story. His
Right.
story. Okay, so with the Bible is basically telling the story about their encounter with us. Okay.
Okay.
Us back in the day. So like, a whole lot of symbolism in the Bible, the names, what I'm saying, it's different people, different names, but it basically describes, man, it's, I wouldn't say it's wrong, the Bible, but it's not to be taken literal. That's all I gotta say about that.
Yeah, I'm with you on that.
So
Um. Yeah, it's too much. It's just too much that I doubt about the Bible to begin with.
because that
Once you actually read it, you will understand, and understand that it just don't make sense. Like, but you have to read the whole thing. When you read the whole thing, you'll realize that the Bible itself contradicts itself.
and you gotta realize, okay, two things or three things. Okay, for one, my thing about the Bible is taking you off track from, you know, self.
Right,
Okay, and that I have a big problem with that. Okay,
right.
second of all, is like a whole, it don't make sense, and it promotes a whole lot of shit that generally is what's fucked up about the world right now. Okay,
Exactly.
like that's another thing, and like religion of itself, I'm not going to sit on religion. Well, I don't agree with religion, but I'm not going to but to each his own. But religion is just a whole distraction of itself, and it
Hmm.
just it just brings a whole lot of bullshit like racism, a whole lot
Hmm.
of bias, a whole lot of war. But like it's a whole man. Look, and like, if people just take the time out just to like work on self, the world be a better
Hmm.
place.
Yeah,
Honestly,
religion is fear based. You know what I'm
like
saying?
I
Most
don't.
people follow religion because they fear of what will happen if
I
they don't.
100% agree.
Because
You
my
know what I'm
thing,
saying? It's fear
100%.
based.
my
Once you realize that fear is not even real and you don't fear nothing, like you don't feel the need to follow that.
right,
But
because
they got people to conform to that because of fear. And I was talking about that in my group earlier. Like religion is obey or go to hell. You know what I'm saying? It's no
Yes.
different from the prison system.
Yup.
my
Obey or go to jail.
my
You know what
my
I'm saying?
thing my thing about fear is, okay, so what is fear? Fear is a fucking program. Okay,
Exactly.
I don't even subscribe to fear because fear don't serve me or anything that I even stand for. So like it is a whole obstacle of itself mentally. And the thing about it, I try to, encourage people, what I'm saying, your consciousness is the technology. Okay.
Hmm.
So the thing about that is like you put fear into that no because that at that point you become your own obstacle and like that don't even make sense.
Absolutely.
It's already hard enough. You have other obstacles, what I'm saying, that you have that overcoming. Don't
Hmm.
it's already don't be your own obstacle, bro. That shit don't make no goddamn sense, bro.
Right. It's a distraction. Like I said, it's a tool to keep you away from self. Religion keeps us looking outside of self.
Right.
And as long as we looking outside of self, we'll never find self. Because everything we need is literally within. That's what I tell people all the
Crazy.
time.
Everything I
But
need
the
in
more
life,
you look outside of you, the farther you get away from the truth.
everything I need in this life is already within myself.
Yep, it's
Mm,
already within self. Absolutely. I say.
You know,
Yeah. Yeah, cause I was just having this conversation with my mama earlier. Like,
Hmm.
we was talking about, cause there's no, to me, ain't no hell and ain't no heaven. Like that shit don't exist in my lifestyle. Like for the, the perp. You're a Christian because you don't want to go to hell. I understand that, but like that's fear based. Like
Right.
I just done somebody a reading yesterday where, you know, they were telling me that this person was dying. He died and he seen the light, but he seen his family. He seen his ancestors. I was like, so he ain't even see Jesus, and she was like, no, he ain't see no Jesus.
You can't see what don't exist.
Like, so like, what?
mm,
How you? Everybody see when they die. Everybody is seeing the light. That light is
Mhm.
it's either into the spiritual world or you going into your next life.
mm,
Or even when you go into like a deep meditation state and your eyes is closed,
Yes.
if your third eye is open, you gonna see a white light. You know what I'm saying? So you
well,
don't have to be been passed over to see that light. You just
well,
have to be aware. Your third eye has to be open.
well,
Because I seen the
I'm not
light
going towards the
yesterday.
light. I
So
ain't going
like
towards
yeah.
the light. I'm going towards the darkness. Like people don't, people don't, people don't understand. Okay, so
Can
the
see.
whole thing about the light, if you go towards the light, your ass gonna get reincarnated. That's what it is. All right. So it's a whole thing. It's a man. Look, it,
You smoking?
I mean,
He is.
I'm look, it's a lot. It's a lot of knowledge, but it's not. The thing about the knowledge is not even it.
Take your time and get it out, because this I am definitely
It
interested to hear.
I'm just okay. So people of color, all right, all right. We in a state of we in a state of amnesia. Okay, all this knowledge is already knowledge that we already know. Okay, that's why.
Absolutely.
Okay, and all I'm gonna say is, it's a reason why there's so many distractions and why you know motherfuckers don't want black folks to really go within self. Okay,
Hmm.
so.
That's
You
why it's a
know.
black church on what? Every corner.
Every corner in the hood.
Interesting.
My thing
Guaranteed.
my thing is
I,
why you looking for God and you on your knees? Why
I
you
don't
look for the outside?
I don't worship anything outside myself
That's
because
what I was saying. That
I
when people.
understand what I am and what I am.
Mm-hmm.
The song is
Yeah,
the lyric to the song.
I'm gonna keep it like that. Know thyself.
That's imperative.
Mhm.
Yep, that's imperative.
Oh, my bad. Ari, you wanted to? Did you have any input on it?
Which part? Like, who do I think God is, or where we come from? The whole thing. Things to talk about.
Yeah. What do you believe?
I definitely concur with everyone and agree that we come from energy. We are energy, our light and dark matter. You know,
Mm,
so
yeah.
we definitely do. As far as I do believe we come from the sun, but I also think we get the sun too. I do think everybody came from womb. Like, you know, it's like
Mm-hmm.
you can see it physically in nature. Fruit looks like wombs. Flowers look like wombs. You can find a womb in
So,
almost everything. So I wouldn't say that like I necessarily believe like we all came from like Eve or something like that. But I do know that we like came from a womb, and just
we
a
we
womb of dark matter,
we all came,
dark
we
energy.
all we all came from the black woman. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So
Now,
like
do you mean like Milquist?
no, we came from a black woman. Okay. All this,
Oh my
everything
god.
came. Okay. So,
Okay.
like
Doesn't
that's
Ariana
just my
Grande
belief.
have a song called "God Is a
Does
Woman"
that make
or
people?
something like that?
It's you gotta understand the whole concept of divine feminine and divine masculine and how everything, you know, plays a part in that in the whole, grand scheme of things and how, cosmic law and how man it man it's like it's as above so below, like as above so below, you know what
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying? So like, everything in the physical is there in the spiritual. Okay. And like there's polarity and duality and everything, and you gotta really like it it's it it's a whole it's a lot.
Definitely polarity. I'm glad you said that. It's definitely both polarity and duality, but polarity for sure. You attract who and what you are.
Right.
That's true. That's true.
And like, it,
And people
mm,
be attracting stuff, and they don't even want to accept that it's them. You know, because all parts of you can manifest in this physical just like it manifests in the spiritual. So
right.
like even for example like your shadow selves, false shadow selves, your darkest
Not a lot of
fears, your
dope
darkest,
folks like me, cause
anything you
no
have within
one got
yourself
it
can
like
manifest in a
baby
physical
did.
form,
Baby
physical vessel,
did.
physical anything
Not a lot of
that,
dope
especially
folks.
if you don't
Thank you, Seraphim, for the follow.
show up. And like the
That's
universe,
why.
omniverse, because we are omnipresent. We're more than just universal. We're omniversal, all omniscient. So they gonna test you. When you think you get tested more about you the most.
That's why it's so important to know thyself, and what I'm saying, you got to really know, vibrations, energies, and stuff like that. And like once you like understand your true power, can't not you can ain't shit that you can't do. Ain't shit, nothing you can't do. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
And like you gotta take your power back. You gotta take that shit back.
That's facts.
Mm-hmm. call it back to you.
Right.
Yeah, very powerful.
People hollering, "Oh, I manifest," or "I want to manifest," but are you really doing the work? Are you really doing the work? Like I mean, it's cool, you know what I'm saying? You know, you hollering chakras and shit like this, all saying and everything. Ain't nothing wrong with that. But you know, it's more to it. It's more work. You know what I'm saying? And you know what you got to do. And deep down, you really know what you got to do.
Do you believe in the seven chakras? Do you believe that we only have seven chakras, or do you believe we
You
have more
have
than
you
seven
have
chakras?
you have way more than you have way more
Definitely.
than chakras. You have chakras in your pineal.
Yes.
People don't really,
Literally.
man. No, you got to.
Every one of your fingertips, every part of your fingers damn near a chakra. Everything is an energy
That's
sector, an energy
that,
point on this energetic, etheric vessel. Okay?
that's why it's so
Everything.
important.
So if
Not
you
just the something.
so if you using your so when people sit up there and they use their hand and they pray, if their hands
Mm-hmm.
is energy chakras and they
What?
sitting up there
But
praying for what they want and it
but
happens,
I mean,
is they praying or is they manifesting?
let me ask you this: what you praying to?
They
Mm-hmm.
pray.
Because praying is a form of begging.
Right? Yeah. What are you praying to? When you understand that you are God,
I claim, I command my
literally,
blessings.
like
Claim and command only.
people hollering. Look, people be hollering, God, Goddess. But what you praying to? But you claim that you God and Goddess, and you holler that you understand. You know what I'm saying, that the universe is mental. Okay, like come on now. To each their own. But
Facts.
like I'm just speaking on like how I feel. You know what I'm saying? I can't speak on anybody else. But like I just you know tell people to just take their power back.
Mm-hmm. While you're powering your energy back.
Right.
So when y'all be meditating, when y'all close y'all eyes, do y'all be seeing certain chakra colors?
I
You can
can.
meditate. You can meditate. You don't even have to close your eyes and meditate.
Mm-mm.
You can meditate any man as long as you can like be quiet in your mind
Mm-hmm.
and sort some shit out. That's all that really matters because you know what
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying, that's where your power is in your mind.
Yep,
You
when
can
you're
physically
thinking.
be moving.
Right.
Interesting.
Like you can physically be moving around and still be in a meditative state as long as you're connecting to your and core chi,
Right.
and then it's not manifesting, but it's meditating.
Right.
Everybody don't have to be sitting down crisscross applesauce or whatever to meditate and connect to source. You already are source for one, so you already connected to source at all times. It's
Right.
just when you meditating, you just singularly like Xing out all distractions and you just focused in that present moment. You feel me? And you right there, you divinely sourcing that connection at that period in time.
That's
Right.
facts. Somebody commented, "I just got off work, but yes, the Bible is bullshit." Oop.
I, w- I wouldn't say
Okay.
it's book. Sheesh.
I'm
Hey, it is what it
Okay,
is.
I just got one
Mm.
question. Do y'all seriously believe like a big ass fish gonna eat a dude for 3 days and come out 3 days?
What?
You
No,
think
explain
somebody
that.
finna be in a lion's den and not get ate up by the lions? You think somebody finna go on some fire and not be burned by the fire? Like,
That's why I say like we in a state of amnesia and like
Mm-hmm.
Well, that
all
because I
that
would say walking in fire and not being burned is definitely possible.
yeah,
it
that's possible.
it's not to be taken literal. You know what I'm saying? It's all allegory and shit like that. And like it it tells a story. Like I said, on how they interacted with us. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm going to say about that. but our like is way more, man. Like even not even the Bible. It's like all the religions and shit around the world is basically the same shit,
Mm-hmm.
you know. And like uh, mm, you start to understand that
Well, I think they want to get in
it.
here.
Mm, 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 mm.
I did, I had this conversation with my ex fiance. Um, like, you sit up here, we could say, oh, witchcraft, evil, this and that, but how we need to do the comparisons on like what Christianity is doing when it comes to spirituality. Like, y'all sitting up there drinking Jesus' blood, eating the skin of them every Sunday or every first Sunday. What's better than that? Blessing holy water. What's better than that? Baptizing. What's better than that? Offering a communion to the church, to God.
Uh,
Do we
all
not see
that
the similarities?
all that shit is outside yourself.
Yeah, I can't get
Like
with that.
I can't even subscribe to that shit,
Yeah,
man.
I can't get with that.
That shit don't even phase me. Like,
That's no different than what they do in satanic rituals when they be sacrificing kids.
man,
No.
that shit crazy.
Y'all gotta watch that movie, Doctor Sleep. That's what they was doing, sacrificing them kids in that movie.
It's on
Mhm.
Netflix.
I don't think so. I think they took it off. That movie deep, and and guess who was able to kill them all? Guess who had the power to kill them all? A black young girl.
That does not surprise me.
But yeah, what else? What up, Rayleigh?
Hi,
So what's
Rayleigh.
up? What's
What's
going
good?
on?
Just,
Shit.
just conversating. Just conversating. But
What you up to, dude?
Well, you doing that thing when you cover your face when y'all talking about out of pocket stuff.
yeah, we talking.
Got 'em.
We talking about spirituality and stuff. So that's what I was doing.
It is what it is.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Um, but yeah. What about the Egypt thing? So I'm just researching more about like ISIS, um, Osiris. Y'all look into that type of stuff?
Oh, all the other stories before the Jesus story?
Yeah.
I'm
It's,
into like ancient
it's like
Kemetic.
over 16 stories. Like the same as the Jesus story, just different characters, basically. But
But that's
what's really interesting to me is the first slave ship name was Jesus. That was the first time anybody heard of that name.
they know what they're doing.
It was a slave ship orchestrated by Queen Elizabeth in 1564.
Mhm.
So they took you from, and we talked about this in the group. They took you from physical chains to mental chains. So slavery is not even physical anymore; it's mentally, because they realized that mental slavery was more powerful and would last longer than the physical chains that you can see. Because what better slave to have than one that don't even realize they're a slave, one that's thinking they free but they still a slave.
And what's crazy about it is that's where the power at too, in the mind.
In the mind,
Once
absolutely.
you get that power up, boy,
You conquer the mind, the body gonna follow. It don't matter how physically strong you are. If you mentally weak, you're done.
right.
Yeah, that's facts.
That's why I say, like, why people have fear. Why don't even subscribe to that shit? That man, I move through life with no fear because like what that shit don't no.
And then
And like
I was also saying too, like what y'all saying is with the slaves. Slaves wasn't posted like who first of all who made the English language? You know, the English language gave everything a word. Tree, me, hut man, this and that. God.
but
Right. That's a
but
bastard language. It's like I think it's
see
like 70 different languages combined in one.
but the thing about that is like w- man, we used to do telepathy like man. All that shit describe tones and vibrations and shit. People
Mm-hmm.
talking about English ate the alphabet, man. Look, we used to deal with tones and vibrations and
Mm-hmm.
telepathy.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
true.
you gotta really know thyself.
Yep. And I was telling Ari, every time I be thinking about something, I get on Facebook and she posts about it. I was like, okay, we got a telepathy connection because every time I post something,
Teleporting.
yeah, it's like every time I be thinking, she posted it like 5 minutes ago. What the fuck? So that's a really strong thing. And I was trying to say that with the slaves, they could not learn, they cannot speak, they cannot read, they cannot write. So back then, the only thing they could able to learn to read was the Bible. That was the only thing they can learn. That's the only thing they could study for. What
It
do they
wasn't
do?
that they
Man,
couldn't read; they didn't speak that language.
That
That
man,
too.
language
look,
was foreign to
look.
them.
You gotta question the narrative, bro. Because like, of course, they're not gonna know how to read and write. Because look, like I said, we dealing with fucking vibrations. Motherfuckers doing clicks and shit, nigga. Like we were doing, like I said, vibrations
Exactly.
and
You got
tones
so
and
many instruments, all kind of
right.
stuff. Like so many instruments. Like I've been, vibing out to hang drum frequencies, and I just found out drum is a galactic instrument. Gong, vibraphone, xylophone,
Yeah,
drums in general, hand drums,
and,
congos, bongos.
and you know what?
All kind of things. Rain. What is it called? Like the little rain sticks, all of that.
I'm gonna
All of
take it a
that.
little bit farther. All right, even with the vibrations and shit like that, we used to do pictures, symbols used to represent whole concepts. Now
Mm.
in Africa, a whole symbol represented a whole like man, bro, like
Yes, speak was
like in
really
Egypt,
significant.
like the with the hieroglyphs and shit like that, bro. Like
hmm
man,
Sacred geometry is a big thing within us. Like sacred
ain't nothing
geometry,
new.
all of that.
Ain't nothing new under the sun. Only shit that been forgotten. All right,
True.
I'm gonna
Not
leave
really
it like
forgotten.
that.
It was stripped away from us.
It definitely been forgotten because we in amnesia. You know what I'm saying? But all this shit is new. Not new, but it's not new. But all the new shit already been thought of because thought is energy.
Hmm.
And you gotta really understand like when you know like where all this shit come from and know like the energy and how everything's energy and like even thought, you really understand that nothing's new. Nothing's really new. We create all this shit.
Mm-hmm.
That that,
Everything was created by us. It was just stolen.
right.
But but yeah. Hey Carly. Hey. Oh Jeanette. Oh. You muted. You muted. Unmute yourself.
Sorry. I said hello, motherfuckers.
Hey.
I decided to join in because I thought this was a very interesting conversation. I just thought maybe I'll just give my little perspective on the Bible in general. Well, I believe in only one God. I don't conform to a certain religion, because when I look at all major religions, they all follow the same basic principles. Like, thou should not kill, thou should not steal. Like, it's basic morals and beliefs. I also think a lot of religion has caused majority of our world's problems, like mass genocide. Like with Hitler and the Jews and all of that, and even with Christianity, Christians committed mass genocide as well. So, and you even see like Mormons, like there's problems in like Mormon culture, all this other stuff. So I don't like to conform to a certain religion, because if they all follow the same basic principles, they're all pretty much a cult. All religion is a cult.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't like to pertain or like specify groups, because I went to like CCD, like that, you know, Catholic school they go to on like Wednesday and like learn about religion. I remember I was in grade school. I was like maybe like 5, 6, and I wasn't conceived naturally. My mom couldn't get pregnant, so she had to go to the doctors to have me. You know, like she paid the extra money to be able to conceive me. And this teacher straight up told me, a little ass girl, that I shouldn't have been born because I wasn't conceived naturally by God. That like technology, yeah. I was bawling my eyes out. My mom came and picked me up, and she's like, the only reason I went there was because my grandmother, she was a very religious Catholic woman, and she was she adopted my mom. My mom, that's in her birth month, but yeah, she was very about Catholic. My mom went to a Catholic girls' and all this other stuff, and yeah, it's just like, it was crazy. And she wasn't as like tight on religion as she was like with my mom towards me. My mom was just following Christian. She didn't force me to go to like church or anything. But yeah, after that instance, when I was like a little kid, this older lady telling me I shouldn't have been born, that just got messed up. Could you imagine hearing that as like a child from like someone that you like look up to as like a teacher?
Yeah, that's horrible.
I thought that shit was crazy. And my mom was like, we're never going back there again, because my grandma kind of pushed it on my mom to like make me and my sister go for like our first communion. So yeah, I'm not really big on religion, just because of like those history and my personal life.
And what made you say that? You commented on my show. You said the Bible is bullshit. Why did you say that?
The Bible's been rewritten so many times. It's like a game of telephone.
Mm-hmm.
Like there's been so many versions, and it's been gone over so many times. It's like, do we even know if Jesus was really resurrected? Like, we don't know that shit. We also think Jesus was even white. They think that people in history books just made him perceived to be white, but really he was supposed to be like Middle Eastern, you know?
Yeah, many lies.
So it's just like, it's just gone through like so many points in time where they've just changed it so much. We don't even know what's like real and what's not real. We just know there's something, because I believe in ghosts and shit, and it's like, you know, there's some type of higher being.
Mm-hmm.
We don't know what it is. So that's why I don't like to say I'm this. Like, I know there's something, but I'm not gonna say, yeah, it's for sure this is for sure the way you're supposed to act. Like, we don't know. There's no definitive answer.
We just know they made religion is made to like get everybody in order, because if you don't have no morals, you don't have nothing to have a purpose for,
I don't
they're not gonna be able to
subscribe
control.
It's something for people to follow.
I'm not even religious at all.
Yeah, religion is fear based. It was to keep the people in fear, to keep them in order, to keep them in line, to make the slaves obey. That's basically where that came from. They started religion and slavery. They was reading the certain parts of the Bible to the slaves that supported slavery. Yeah, it's control. It's a control mechanism.
Yeah, it's trying to make people be okay. It's just like, you don't know what's going to happen after death, so they use that as like a comfort too, for when you die. It made you something to look out for, to not be scared, I guess. It's all about
that's why you gotta know thyself. You know, like, once you take fear out the equation, you know, a lot of shit open up for you. I mean,
And then
I don't I deal I mm, 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 mm.
my question, my
Well,
bad. So then, my bad. Rayleigh, you wanted to say something?
No, I'm just interested to hear all your perspectives. We
Perfect.
chill.
Alright, cool, cool. My opinion. Damn, I lost my train of thought. I'm sorry.
because like originally like there was no like religion, like there wasn't.
Oh, speaking of that, now thank you. So I had this conversation too with my mom earlier. There's supposed to be a heaven, and then there's supposed to be a hell. Okay, if that's the thing that's being pushed about, what about the people that's stuck on this earth? What about the spirits that don't cross over? Why do we
That
have ghosts? Why do we
that
have leftover spirits?
that is I look at the universe in terms of energy, vibration, and um you know yada yada. So
Well,
so basically it is energy. Energy cannot be destroyed, only transferred. So like, you know, one even though you're not in the physical, you still there in the spiritual, you know. And like I said, as above, below. So even though, the physical is here, the is right there in the spiritual also. The spiritual world is just as real as the physical. Okay. So like
So when somebody die, like they just like if they can't get to the light.
I
I
have a good
mean, I mean, the people. I mean, it is levels to knowledge. Okay, there's people who walk through life in no fear because they have knowledge. Okay, there's people who walk through life with fear because they don't know no better. Okay, that's just the way of the world. But like it is levels to this shit. It really is.
Hmm.
Do
You
you know
know.
how there's like mediums? Like,
Yeah.
have you ever Long Island medium, like that Boston accent older lady, and she like gives basically like readings for people who've had loved ones pass away, and she gives them like words to like comfort them, like from their dead ones.
Everybody have that ability because that's
Do
there's
you know how
people
those?
who like there, yeah, like the astral realm. People be going to the astral realm like on like bro, like man, like the spiritual man. It's
Well,
levels to this shit,
if
y'all.
you
Like
think about it, those that are like angry spirits that pass away that are supposedly haunting places, they don't pass with peace. Those are usually people who are like murdered or they died in a tragic way.
not
So if you think
necessarily
about it,
because
the mediums, those people are they
the
pass usually
the,
peacefully, but
the,
there's
the, the
people to connect.
the thing about the spiritual, the whole concept of good and evil, spiritual, they don't even subscribe to that. You know what I'm saying? It's a whole different
If a place
like
is
like like
haunted,
like 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 like
many
like
people
like
see it.
like
The
yo
mediums can still
like
send.
this like spiritual like that you talking about humanity, like the whole spiritual realm, they don't subscribe to that shit, man. They don't. They really don't. And like you once you know that self, you don't move in fear like that. And when you really
Mhm.
dealing with the spiritual realm, bruh, if you have fear, they won't eat your ass up. I'm being real with you, cause like just like your energy and shit like that, and you claim that people be claiming that they're God and goddesses and shit like that. You gotta really stand on that shit. You know what I'm saying? And like, man, like people talking about spirits and ghosts and shit like that. They scared, and to each their own. There's different levels. Like I said, to the shit, but like it. that's religion fucked a whole lot of shit up, bro. It really took people away from really working on themselves, how they really need to be. You know, like people trying to manifest, but they praying to something outside themselves. Make sense when you really understand the whole concept of manifesting, and that you trying to attract stuff to you because you know that you are connected to the universe. You know what I'm saying? But that I'm not gonna knock anybody's belief. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, and I always say, to each their own. You know, but anybody that's seeking out knowledge of self, or what I'm saying, I really encourage people to like really like take the time out to just sit down and like really think on some shit. People just go out through life just 100 miles per hour and not even thinking about what the fuck going on, and they wonder why they crash out.
Yeah,
That shit tough.
And y'all, I don't know. I remember Chingu like last year when we had the first, like one of the first conversations we had last year, and you was like, black people was aliens, and I fucking laughed at your ass. I fucking laughed at your ass because I was like, this dude sound like
I mean, that's cool.
illusion. But then
I mean,
like I started to dig deeper, and then I ended up switching from being Christian to spiritual, because ever since that conversation me and Chingu had when he's like, black people came from the sun, this and that, and I'm just like, this nigga sound crazy. And then I started finding answers with them myself.
I'm gonna just say this. I don't even subscribe to even being black.
Oh, honestly. Dude, that's what T was just saying.
Black means death. That's black is death. But just so y'all know that's the true meaning of that word. Like it's death. Black means death. You're carbonated.
But there ain't nothing wrong with death. Let me ask you this, okay?
Nothing wrong with it at all.
Let me ask you this. Let me ask you this. All right. People, all of be all, I'm from Egypt and shit like this. Oh, ancient Kemet. I'm a pharaoh. Stuff like this. Okay, cool. Okay. As it may, you might be for real, okay, but let me ask you this: why our ancestors had a healthy relationship with death, and that's all they was talking about, the afterlife. Okay.
Good night, Zan.
I don't feel like there's I do think that not everybody is like from Egypt or Africa. There's indigenous native beings like they're from the Americas. But I don't think there's anything wrong with death. Death leads to rebirth. And over your years of life, you should die multiple times, killing your old self as you progress and evolve and ascend and transcend anyway. So everybody should have a positive relationship with life and death, both of life. They are one. This one and the same. Regardless, when you're aware and conscious of that, you don't fear anything. It's
right. But let me ask you this.
Just evolve.
Right. But let me ask you this.
That's true. That's true.
Okay, so we're spiritual beings living a human experience. All right. So like, why our ancestors, okay, was really trying to teach us how to get the fuck on.
Can you what do you mean? Like,
I mean, we can have some talks, maybe not live, but
nah, say what you gotta say.
It's levels to this shit.
What you mean by ancestors trying to make us get the fuck on?
All right.
Yeah, can you elaborate?
Right, like elaborate.
Go ahead,
elaborate.
Get into the detail, bro. No cutoffs. We ain't gonna cut you off. Just say what you gotta say.
That could go like a plethora of ways.
Look, we can talk when you're not streaming, bro. This is some shit, bro.
Nah, that's the whole point of streaming. Jiggle, I messaged strictly you and Adam, bro. You and Adam, because I told you. Chico, you be the main one in these Discords preaching to elaborate on it. Thank you. Like, you the main one that be preaching this type of stuff to every single body on every Discord. This is your shine. This is your light. This is your time. No judgmental. We all agree. We on the same mindset. We on the same frequency as you. We trying to elaborate. Tell us what you talking about.
All I'm saying is the Egyptians was studying death, and they was telling us the whole process of death and how to navigate through that shit and not come back and not reincarnate. Because
Okay, that's what I thought.
we know that we are spiritual beings and we are really gods and goddesses, and we can really create our own reality. So if you're a god, why the fuck would you want to keep on reincarnating here?
Okay.
But it's levels to this shit.
It's obviously because you still haven't learned your lessons.
Right.
Why
Y'all
do
was talking about
It's-
y'all talk about souls being trapped in the in between. That's why they trapped in the in between, and
it's levels to
they haven't released enough baggage. You know, they haven't released enough baggage and enough trauma, and they start lingering around here in the 3D. The 3D is one of the lowest densities you can vibrate in, the lowest realm. You got 5D, 6D, 7D, 8D, 9D, and above. You know, the lighter your vessel is, the lighter you ascend, the lighter transcend, the more levels, like you said, you can reach. So I feel like that could be one reason why, like, you can say, like, our ancestors us to get thrown or whatever, because they know this shit ain't shit really for us for real. Like, they know it's bigger and better. You know, you already got your higher self and your higher self that's living in timelines, different timelines already ascended in these different realms as is. You know, if you know it's bigger and better out there, why waste your time, you know, with the distraction? This ain't shit but a big ass distraction filled realm. You know, they already know how these motherfuckers get caught up here. They don't stay focused on their mission. This is probably one of the easiest yet challenging fucking realms to get out of, because it's so easy to be like, yeah, I'm gonna stay a part of my mission, I'm gonna do what I gotta do, but then you got hella motherfucking distractions. This, there, and the motherfucking other, like
That's
holidays
true.
and motherfucking Black Friday shopping and this, that, and the other, motherfucking Taco Bell fucking
Let-
wings. Who the fuck give a fuck about Taco fucking Bell wings?
let me ask
What
let
the
me ask you
fuck?
this. Let me ask you a critical
That
question.
is so true.
Let me ask
That
you
is
let me
so
ask you
true.
this. All right.
For real.
They got to
All right,
distract you for the distractions.
Right.
Literally.
So the problem, there's some, okay, so I don't even, I'm trying to, girl, like, it, you can get the fuck on, like, it's not so much of baggage than not knowing thyself. You know what I'm saying? Because, like, you don't know no better, and you don't know how to navigate through this shit, and you know, you don't know energy, you don't know vibrations, you don't even know how to even navigate the spiritual after, you know, like
You got it.
like
It get deep. These are nice conversation topics.
Lord,
Go ahead, smoke that. Hit that right quick.
not like some of this shit ain't even
Ain't that thought back?
live though, man. Like, man, like, but it's some real shit though. Like, it's some real shit, because it's sad seeing motherfuckers. It's people damn near sleep, and you walking around, and you know they don't know no motherfucking better, and like you try to help them, but they're in a constant loop of their own ignorance, and you can't do nothing because it's on them, because it's a self thing. Okay. And that's why I say know thyself, because that's so fucking important. People don't stop and think and really try to, like, fucking sit down in their life, and so just so they can build the shit how they want to build it, because you create your own motherfucking reality.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
That's all I'm
Each and
trying to
every
say.
day.
You saying that you're a god, goddess, is time to be that and stand on that shit and take your motherfucking power back. That's all I'm saying. Yeah, there's levels for this shit.
So let me ask y'all this question. So she said that, which is, it makes sense, right? So you've been put on this earth because we have a mission. What do you think people's missions are? What do you think people's purposes are?
What?
I think some people are just supposed to be healers.
It's
Yeah, I was
not
actually
even.
pondering on this thought earlier too.
We'll see.
But I feel like if you, for one, yeah, certain people, like if you want to go like soul urge numbers, life path numbers, destiny numbers, all that, you can say that, yeah, everybody, has their own life path. Like the group of life path 6s, those are the healers, or life path 8 manifestors. You got master numbers 11. All of those people are, they're we collective, but also groups. So you can say like that's their life path. But also I feel like if you don't know that self, you're not gonna know your purpose, and nobody else can tell you your purpose. Like
That's
you
true.
gotta know your own purpose through you. Like that's something that you should really like sit and ponder upon and meditate on. Like people, you can look at other people, and it might help you to unlock what you already should be already unlocking through meditation. But you shouldn't be looking for like outside sources for nothing, like to figure out what's my purpose. Like you shouldn't even ask nobody else that question, what's my purpose. Like you ask yourself
Mm-hmm.
that question, what's your purpose.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Because all the answers is within.
there you go.
Mm-hmm.
There you go. There you go.
Literally. And this one, we was talking about plant medicine earlier. Like when you do like the plant medicines and shrooms, since we've been so tainted, or like other plant medicines too, like ayahuasca thing, all plant medicines like are not psychedelic. Some literally are just like, they help you physically to really like remove like mental blockages and stuff like that. They help you to purge, they help you face yourself. Like shrooms, I'm gonna just use that one though for example. Like they help you face yourself, they help you to do the things that you might not, be able to fully do on your own, because we have been, like put up against a lot of shit. A lot of people, like air
Mm-hmm.
pollution, water pollution, food damage, drugs, and every motherfucking thing. We do got the power within, but you can use Mother Nature through the plants to help assist you in your spiritual journey as well. Like, it's a difference from like even marijuana. Cannabis is a plant medicine. It's used to do a lot of things, cure cancer, it helps with ADHD, it helps people calm down, all of this. It's only a problem when you start using these things with bad intent. You start over indulging in it. You're not using it for its true purpose. You're not supposed to turn it into, like how they got marijuana is like recreational and stuff now. Like I know people do it for enjoyment, but if you really want to talk about what indigenous people were doing and our ancestors were doing, we wasn't doing it like that all day, every day on a regular, schmegular, degular for enjoyment. We was doing it for our rituals, for our ceremonies, when we was
Well,
trying to tap in,
what is that?
and unlock shit. So you can use the sacred plants to help you now, because, it's a lot of things put out here, to densify our vessels. So
What?
they do help, and you don't have to, like, a lot of people think, like, you hear marijuana, smoke it. You don't have to smoke it. You can put it in your tea. Some people consume it through edibles.
However you want to do it.
And if you're on an alkaline journey, you can definitely make alkaline version of edibles. Marijuana itself is alkaline. Switch out, the stuff you would usually do for a brownie. All-purpose flour, you swap it for teff, or you swap it for spelt. Just get creative. That's another reason why I like, being alkaline. You got to cook everything from scratch. That's how you know who can really cook. For real, you can bring out your creative power. You can, increase the energy levels you got in your sacral chakra and your solar plexus chakra, yellow and orange chakras if you want to go by color. Even your third eye and your crown chakra, all of that helps to boost your creative mind. going out, like I said, it's not just a body thing, it's a mind and spirit thing too, you know? It all correlate. It's all together.
Fuck, I had a question. So yeah, cause somebody said that they consumed the shroom. So my white friends, they told me that him and his friend did shrooms, and then his friend changed, where he was like, the food we eating fake. The planet is,
Because
Earth is
the
flat.
the
Everything.
the thing about it is that type of shit. Everybody got a pineal gland, you know what I'm saying, and that shit really help open that shit up. Even
Yes.
with white folks, you know what I'm saying, they waking up too. You know what
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying? Like, you know, everybody, this shit for everybody, man. Cause we made this shit. Like, people really starting to wake up to the fact that all this shit is really bullshit, bro. Like,
Mm-hmm.
this shit not really how we supposed to be living for real. Like, what the fuck is a McDonald's? The fuck? Fuck? I mean, you can really like grow your shit, you know? Like, and people eat meat, you know what I'm saying? And I'm not knocking nobody that eat meat, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, it's hard, you know what I'm saying? Cause we're so conditioned. Okay, so I'm not gonna knock nobody who still eat meat. You know, just all I gotta say, work on that shit. You know what I'm saying? Because the thing about it is, you eating dead meat that still carries energy. You know what I'm saying? That
And
energy
energy.
has to go somewhere. You feel me? So like when you eat that meat, that energy, all that pain and shit, whatever the energy that the animal is going through, that shit being transferred to you. And who won't really want that shit? People eat meat, they get aggressive. You know what I'm saying? They eat a steak, they really
That's
fuck,
your anger problems
man.
right
Look,
there. That's your
Yeah,
depression.
they eat a
yeah,
steak,
mental issues, all that.
they
Who
eat a
went
steak,
balance?
motherfucker eat a steak, they ready to fuck some shit up. Right or
Mm-hmm.
wrong. Like that shit,
Mm-hmm.
man, look.
You ready
But
to
you
beat a
know,
bitch
That
ass.
that angry bird and mad cow disease and shit. That's what the fuck
man,
it is, literally. Like they tell you. The crazy part is like they be literally, blatantly, most of the time, blatantly tell you the shit what it is, and then you
but
just be hearing the shit and not think it's like what it is. Like
Mm-hmm.
I, like they tell you, they show you, they killing you, bro. People can like with this vaccine, guarantee you they can go on the motherfucking news right now and just in a comical, humorous matter or whatever, just in a little sarcastic, sadistic ways, they'll tell you, "Oh yeah, we're poisoning you through the vaccine." Laugh after that shit, and everybody just gonna laugh along with them and think that shit a joke. But they laughing because they killing y'all for real. Like not laughing with you, they laughing at you. What?
Swear, swear.
Like this shit crazy.
I was watching on CNN where they was talking about that mandating the vaccines and doing mandatory testing. Mind y'all, in 2020, the testing that the CDC was sending over was already infected with the virus. That's how so many people ended up getting it in the first place. So now they gonna start sending testing over, but it's for the students, and they trying to do it for children that's 4 years old and under. Now, I don't know if she said this purposely or it slipped out. She was like, yeah, especially, for like the less fortunate, poor communities, like the black and brown people. I was like,
Mm.
CNN be slipping. They be telling it all.
I was like, okay, I know somebody had to hear that.
Yep. Yep. Everybody robots. They just, oh, okay. Oh, okay. Your third eye open, you gonna notice every fucking detail. You gonna notice the
I
fucking bigger
swear.
picture.
I swear. And everything.
Everything, every movie, every TV show you watch, it's already something going on. It's already like it's a big truth to it. The Matrix,
Mhm.
prime example. Come on now, The Matrix,
Mhm.
the what's that new movie that just dropped? Look Up.
Look up, yes.
Mhm.
Inside Job is another one, y'all. If y'all
Inside
haven't
Job.
seen Inside Job, watch it.
Yup, I was just about to say Inside Job was right next. The next thing I was gonna say, that
Dude, I love that TV show. That is so fucking hilarious.
It's hilarious, but it is so true.
is so true.
That's a good way to get that information, and I'm okay with it. It's fucking hilarious.
I think it's crazy though. It's reptiles that's running this country, but I ain't gonna.
Right. And they moving towards cloning more people and having robots.
Yep. And everybody talks about why would they clone the rappers? Why would they clone NBA or Gucci Mane and all them?
They
Because they got the biggest
first
influence.
ones.
Yeah, they already did that.
They the guinea pigs first, the first guinea pigs and shit. Honestly, to me, the celebrity, cause definitely.
Yep.
They've been putting this shit in movies forever. Like I was thinking, like the Spy Kids movie. I forgot which one it was, 1, 2, or 3. But the kids had to fight the clone versions of themselves. They finna have all our asses lined up. They already got asses already cloned and shit. You feel me? Like they been showing us adrenochrome. They be sacrificing the children. That's what they be using the kids and shit for. That shit. I be saying how that's Monsters Inc. They be going up in the motherfucking kids room with the monsters with the little battery pack to go ahead and show you they taking the adrenaline, the screams, the fear. That's adrenaline going into the battery pack, all kind of shit. Hillary Clinton was exposed for this thing called frazzle drift, where she like took a kid's face off and wore a kid's face as a mask and scared the kid and shit. That's Leatherface in Texas Chainsaw Massacre. He be taking people's faces off and shit, wearing their faces on each other, all kind of shit like that.
They have that on Inside Job too.
For real? Oh shit! See, look, that shit.
Face swap, yep.
What? Yeah, damn, that shit. What the fuck? That shit crazy.
It's a scary. I mean, not a scary world, but it's a fucked up world we living in.
Definitely fucked up.
But
SpongeBob be having a lot of messages up in there. I used to love SpongeBob. Like the Goofy Goober movie, I was like, okay, so this starting to make sense. Like how Plankton was having everybody under mind control with the fucking eating the chum bucket food, had the damn robot heads on. He pressed that button and everybody was under his control and shit. That sound real familiar to me. All that shit.
The Simpsons.
Real, everything. Yes, all that shit, man.
The Simpsons, they ran by those type of people, so they just revealing their stuff. They ain't predicting nothing. They ran by their lights. They just telling you, and people just like people are just so
that's
stupid.
Even
people are just dumb. Like, oh, it's just a cartoon. Oh, it's just a coincidence. Even in rappers' music videos, they even singing like Juice WRLD, people, all of them, they singing how they gonna die. They telling you in your lyrics, I'm finna die by these pills, blah, 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 die by the pills. Oh, no, it was just suicide. No, they was telling you how they was dying. Or this person saying that they finna get shot, they get shot. Oh, who was that? Young Dolph. Like, come on. Oh, no, he's just in the game.
Didn't he predict his death too, I think? XXX.
Yeah, he said Drake had something to do with that. And Drake singing in his song how he can easily get somebody shot, like the same way X did. These people already know how they died. They sold their souls. I mean, and necessarily selling your souls don't mean like you selling your spirit or whatever. You have to do what these people are programming you to do. If you don't do it, they taking you out or they using your clone. Like Travis Scott, you gotta make this crappy music. You gotta tell people to hop the gates, and you have to be to blame. Like, yeah, so that's pretty much what I was saying. And I ain't really starting my.
It's called a scapegoat.
Yeah, you have to be, ain't bro? This is what you signed up to be. But I didn't start my spirituality until I went vegan. I'm gonna be real. Until I stopped eating meats, till I stopped eating all this crap. That's when everything got super enhanced with me. That's when I started questioning God, questioning the church and everything, because I ain't eat those chemicals no more. I ain't had nothing to distract my thoughts or anything. This is me. I was able to reach myself. So fasting be another thing. Like, if you fasting, what's your life path number, Ari?
I'm a life path 6. Hiller.
What?
What's yours?
I'm 9.
Nice. Okay.
What's that?
What's is not humanitarian?
Something
What's
with
nine?
something with ideas.
Okay.
You idealistic people that gain the truth.
Okay. They kind of sound like sevens a little bit.
Mental work, yep, I see it. People who are idealistic towards themselves, they will go on a journey that will help them gain experience and meet important people. They have a higher level of mental energy and they able to handle the difficulties and challenges of life.
I feel like that's where I'm at because that just explained everything.
Yeah, you more for love, truth, and friendships than anything.
Uh
You
huh.
you have to do it online. You gotta put your birthday in to find out your life path number.
Or you can add all the digits of your birth year, like day, month, and year. Add it all together and reduce the smallest digit.
Yep.
Oh, I'm a power 3.
Okay.
So that's they have creative minds, good imagination, charming. Shit, that should have been me. What the fuck? No, let me
Mm,
yeah,
mm,
you right. You
Well,
right.
nine is three
mm.
though. Like it's all together because nine is three
Oh,
times. You
three six
know, so
nine.
Yo, I got it,
yeah,
bro.
so it's all together. See, we all it's all omniscient. Everything correlates with each other in some way, shape, or
That's
form.
true. Yeah, you right. The humanitarian is 9. The charmistic and creative humanitarian.
I used to want to major in humanitarian when I was in high school. I was like, I want to do humanitarianism, but I feel like we all naturally care about humans, yourself, and the earth. You know?
Yep, that's true. Um, and not to be selfish, but I had just told my mom this too earlier. It's just crazy. We just be tagging on the points that me and my mom was having, but my mom was like, because my grandma, she's like, oh, everybody in the house needs to get vaccinated or they gotta go. And me, I'm finna go because I'm not getting that shot. I don't care, like, but thing is, like, my mom was like, oh, you want to get vaccinated because you want to save other people, this and that. These people are already dying. These people are already killing themselves. They the ones eating all this chemicals, crap, drinking, smoking, doing all this bad stuff to their bodies. Why do I need to, get a shot so these people can have more of a chance to live? Or some type of chance to live. These people killing themselves. I care about my own health. I'm not out here drinking, smoking. I'm the one that's trying to go alkaline vegan. I'm trying to get my body right. These people killing themselves. So if anybody needs to protect themselves, it should be them. It's either me or them. That's natural selection. So that's dumb. I gotta get a vaccine for some easy sickness that can be worked over. Like they sleep.
But you know what? The vaccine is not to actually prevent you from getting anything or cure you from anything. 90% of the people that's been sick and dying are fully vaccinated. Ones that spread it are fully vaccinated. The vaccine actually makes your body more susceptible to the disease and spread it.
Yep.
Because the vaccine breaks down your immune system. If your immune system is weak and broken down, you're going to be susceptible to all type of diseases. And they also said, like, people that's coming in as vaccine that has been vaccinated, they got all other type of infections too.
Blood
Of course
clots.
they do. The immune system gone.
Yep. So now you have to rely on them with the medicines to work your immune system up because you took the shot and you made your immune system go down.
Absolutely. Don't y'all know, like, that they had a video of that vaccine. That vaccine is live. That thing got up and moved. Like, it's different DNAs in there. I think it's some of their DNA that's in there. Now their DNA mixed with ours. That's death. That's all I'm gonna say.
The guy that even made the vaccine, he even healthy people shouldn't get it. They said only people that really need it should get the vaccine. They're pushing this shit on kids. Literally, kids.
Yeah.
I haven't had a flu shot at all. And literally, I had the flu all throughout grade school. I haven't had it since then. My immune system, over time, naturally developed antibodies that were resistant against the flu. So now I haven't had it since then. They even said, like, there's a thing called T cells. They're memory cells, and they literally basically remember the virus when you get infected the first time. That's why you create antibodies to defend yourself against the next previous infection that you incur against the infection that you had previously. Your body's natural immune system uses those T cells to help you fight the next infection. That's why our immune systems are so good. Like, if we didn't have an immune system, our race wouldn't have lasted as long as it did.
Yep.
Has anybody ever wondered why this version of it is called Omicron?
They probably just ran out of fucking to use.
No.
Nope, that's not it.
It's Futurama, right?
I mean, if you look at it, we've had like
Has anybody looked up Omicron?
Well, I know we've had like literally the COVID strain. Like, we've had strains of
I
COVID
have looked it up, but I haven't like
decades.
searched it deeply.
This is just like a different strand of it. So like we've known about it for some time. It's just mutate, but you can't prevent anything from mutating. Like, over time, however long it may be, like, something's gonna fucking mutate. Like, you can't prevent that from happening. That's just what happens with time.
The 15th
Omicron is literally an agenda. And if you look up Omicron, you will see it's like an alien looking species or something. Has anybody seen the movie Contagion?
Yeah.
If you have not seen Contagion, you need to watch it. How it started was the lady went to Japan. She came back from Japan. She went to a work party, and it spread it from there. And from there, it spread it to everybody, to Chicago, and then just everywhere. They said in late November, a lady went to South Africa. Supposedly, when she came back, she had the virus. And then at a Christmas party, it was 110 people that all ended up getting the virus, coincidentally. And that's how it got spread to other people. This movie was made over 10 years ago. That's not a coincidence.
Also, the New World Order, you can literally, it's from like the late 1900s. I forget if it was like 1960s or 1980s, but literally, if you can get the book on Amazon for like $14. It talks about literally shit that's happening today. I even bought stuff. But it's kind of crazy to see that the shit that they predicted in the future. Also, Anatomy of an Epidemic is pretty good too, about like the overuse of pharmaceutical drugs. But yeah, the New World Order is something that's been around for a while, basically.
Yeah, they didn't predict that. They planned and executed it.
Yeah, basically, yeah. But they're like basically letting the people know like ahead of time before it happens. And it's like, you see that shit in The Simpsons all the time. Like, you know, they make it a thing that they tell you it's going to happen.
It's law. It's law. They have to.
Mm-hmm.
They just tell us in like ways that we may not notice.
Mm-hmm.
TV shows.
Yeah.
People dumb as fuck. That's why.
Yeah, people don't pay attention.
Stuck in the
Not to stuff like that.
Yep. Yeah, and I like how I was saying how you look on Google, like you'll look up drugs, because you'll think you're looking for like drugs, hardcore drugs, and it's like the pills that's popping up.
Girl, them is the drugs. What you talking about? They got heroin, cocaine, meth, all type of stuff in them pills. Them is drugs.
If someone's Muslim and they can't do like alcohol or drugs or anything, why are they able to take like for like pain relief, like if they're prescribed morphine.
Yeah, that's true.
Because I literally have some lady that I work with, and she's like converted to being Muslim, so she doesn't drink, she doesn't eat pork or any of that. And literally, she's prescribed like morphine. Her doctor tried to prescribe her fentanyl for pain, even at one point. And I thought that shit was crazy because, like, wouldn't that be something like against your religion since it is really a drug?
Yeah, that is. It's just kind of funny though, cause like, they make us black people and all these people look bad when they selling drugs on the street. But doctors,
real drug dealers.
Yep, doctors they got a degree, so they can prescribe any kind of drug, and it's a drug. It's just legally. They just want to take.
And it's made to kill you.
Exactly, made for you to have side effects.
Yeah, and if you look up the side effects, it's always suicide and homicide. Suicidal and homicidal thoughts. Why is you giving somebody that?
Drugs?
And they prescribe these drugs to 6-year-olds.
But it's like one thing, like it'll treat one thing, but literally like all the side effects that it causes, like it doesn't outweigh the benefits, and most of the time it doesn't. Like you see all these drugs like prescribed like through advertisements on television, you know, like at the end of the commercial they list effects super quickly, and it's like, wow, that's all that to treat one fucking thing that I'm dealing with. I just think it's kind of crazy that people like decide to take these medications, even though it can cause heart failure, suicidal like thoughts and tendencies.
Respects.
Mm-hmm.
Might as well
participating in your own demise.
Literally. Yeah, that's true.
It's more if like, would you rather suffer with what you have, or would you rather deal with shit that is gonna happen to get rid of this one?
Yeah, that's true.
That's gonna cause you 50 issues.
That's why you guys should read Anatomy of an Epidemic. It talks about case studies from people like who have been either prescribed like drugs throughout their life. Because if you see nowadays, prescription drugs are becoming more easily like available for people to take. But if you notice, mental illness is still going on. Like even like today, like no amount of drugs is going to prevent mental illness from going up. And before drugs were, if you look in third world countries where medications aren't available, and one of the case studies, a man with schizophrenia in Africa compared to a guy in America who has like healthcare and medications available. The guy in Africa was actually able to manage his schizophrenia better because he wasn't dependent on the drugs. Once you stop taking antipsychotics, your side effects, your schizophrenia become a lot worse when you're withdrawing from those medications. Even things with anxiety, like my sister was prescribed anti-anxiety and depression medication, and she became dependent on take the highest dose possible, and even then, like, it doesn't even help. I could have been on the same type of drugs and I chose not to. That just overall made my anxiety worse, dependent on the drug instead of looking for natural means.
And you also need to stop taking them drugs, because most of the time, 8 times out of 10, most of them drugs are just prolonging, like it's just giving you the disease.
It's only meant to be used for
a create mental illness.
Time. It's only short term, and no medication is supposed to help you long term. Like schizophrenia, you're gonna die of that because it eats. There's no cure for it. Like that's gonna kill you.
What is schizophrenia? Because like I don't believe even all that mental illness stuff. I believe all that stuff is created.
It is.
Because like people will go see these people for like things like maybe they lost somebody close to them and they sad or they grieving, or might have mild depression. Just because you're depressed does not mean you have a mental illness. Just because you're sad does not mean you have a mental illness. Just because you're grieving does not mean that you have a mental illness. But the moment people start taking them drugs, now they are mentally messed up. Now they doing all type of things out of pocket. Now they suicidal, homicidal. People take their lives, all type of stuff after starting to take those drugs. Like the drugs create the problem. Like it's normal to be sad sometimes. That's a normal emotion. It's normal to feel kind of depressed sometimes. That's the normal emotion. You lose somebody in its human experience. It's normal to grieve. But they give you drugs for that. When they give people drugs for that, that creates the imbalance in the brain. That creates the mental illness. The drugs literally causes permanent damage to the brain. There's your mental illness.
Stop the cap. What's the cap? What you talking about? What's cap? I feel like sometimes some people with schizophrenia, I feel like it's kind of a gift too. Cause if you seeing like hallucinations, but sometimes you seeing spirits.
Mm-hmm.
So you need to control that.
Like,
that's why I said I don't believe
have autism. It's like sometimes those people are like low key savants, like Rain Man. Like he wasn't like that street smart, but he was low key very book smart, you know. So it's like it's kind of like you never really know.
Yeah, that's true.
You don't know what's real and what's not real. Schizophrenia, because literally it's a neurological disorder that deteriorates your brain, and that's why people have those hallucinations.
Yeah, because they need to heal their nerve cells, like.
Yeah, so really, like, and it hasn't been cured today. And it's like you wonder why they're able to somehow cure COVID, but they couldn't cure HIV. They couldn't cure any of this other shit. They couldn't cure fucking schizophrenia. So it's just like, it makes you think that they're able to cure this fucking COVID when people are still getting sick while being vaccinated and boosted. Like, everyone that's come into my work, they've literally have been vaccinated, and they're like, yeah, we still got COVID. Like, the only thing the vaccine does is prevent you from going to the ER.
Yeah.
Although they fucking kill you and give you adverse side effects.
Yep.
So either be scared. Are created in the lab.
They all been created in the lab. They all made.
Right.
It's literally propaganda that they're using to scare people. Like literally, they use that with the Germans used that with the Jews. They started off very small, making little demands. And they would slowly conform since they weren't asking for too much. And then they would just keep asking a little bit of a time after one another. And slowly it just got to be too much. And actually at that point.
Okay, and one thing about it too, I ain't trying to be racist. I ain't trying to be fucked up. I ain't trying to be a Nazi. Hitler committed a whole genocide on the Jews, right?
Yeah.
Who's running this world?
The Jews,
like the Saints. Oh yeah, because
there's Roman construct.
So, my whole thing is, and the Holocaust is in every history book. It's a whole chapter that everybody has to spend a couple weeks on. Everybody needs to hate Hitler, but who the fuck running this world? Why is the world so fucked up? The most richest people is Jews. All these actors, famous actors, famous business owners, money, all of their ass is Jews.
Mm-hmm. He must have been one Jew that wasn't with their agenda. Did y'all see that video where what's that dude's name? Is it Bill Gates?
Yeah.
Is he the one that's trying to act like he know about medicine and stuff now?
I think so.
Okay, so he did a video and he literally said in there, I wish I could find it. He literally said that the goal was to decrease the population by 15 to 20%. He said if we do really good with vaccines, healthcare, Planned Parenthood, medications, and the food and something else. Like nobody else paid attention to that.
He's literally killing us. They're literally doing a depopulation.
And he said it. He literally said it. We can decrease the population by 15 to 20%.
That's what they're doing right now. They're killing off pretty much the people that are either obese, have underlying health conditions, any of that shit.
I'm gonna look for that. That's crazy.
And for those of us that's not, they got vaccines.
Well, it's like, what if they know the world's so overpopulated, then why are they freely giving this vaccine to literally everyone in the world if they know that we're overpopulated?
Because the vaccine is not to make you healthy. The vaccine is to take your health away.
Exactly. That's why they're trying to make it seem like it's helping us, but really they're just trying to kill us silently by using
Oh, absolutely.
propaganda to put us
That
into.
vaccine changes your DNA.
The facts. Wow. And
Like, all the media is just so fucked up right now. Like, I'm just so tired. Like, it literally is like propaganda that you see happening in North Korea, but now it's just happening in America, and people don't fucking realize it. And they think, oh, North Korea is so, like, stupid for not realizing, like, they're in control. But really, like, we're getting the same fucking treatment.
It's been like that for years. Many people just didn't realize it. Slavery never ended, it just changed faces.
People are just too scared. Like, they see fear, and that's literally what people do to people. They use fear tactics.
yep, Harriet Tubman ain't save all them motherfuckers. She just sold them to motherfucking white people that need it.
Listen, fear controls people. Fear
Facts.
controls people.
And this lady was trying to make me feel bad. Like, she takes, like, a chemo pill and all this other stuff. And she's like, oh, well, they might mandate vaccines, so I don't know if you're going to be able to work here anymore. And I was just like, literally, I'll go and get an antibody test because I know I have that shit. And literally, that's just as effective as a vaccine. It's just an artificial immunity. It's natural immunity. And she's just like, oh, you're selfish for not trying to protect people like me. I was like, do you have your vaccine? And
Y'all
she's like,
bitches
I
already
do.
dying.
It's like, well, then it shouldn't fucking matter because the only thing the vaccine does is prevent me from fucking going to the ER. Like, it doesn't prevent you from going
The
to
vaccine don't even do that. The people that's
You
in the
can
hospital,
you can
the
still
people that's
pass
in
it.
the hospital is vaccinated.
Like, if you can still
The
pass
people that's in the hospital is vaccinated.
that's why I don't get with the Chicago fucking mandate now, because it's like you can have a vaccine card and still test positive and go into an establishment and sit down and eat and pass and spread COVID, but me with my negative test result, I still can't eat there. But someone that has a vaccine card but is still passing and carrying COVID can. Like, it makes no fucking sense.
Because they're carrying out their purpose. They're supposed to pass it.
They're
How
just
else
trying.
would they get it to? How else would they get it to 20% of the population?
Right now they're pretty much just fucking up people's mental health. They're fucking up the economy, and they're just doing that to make the people more vulnerable, in my opinion. Like, you know how many small businesses are going to go out of business after this year from this? Because no one's going to want to support them because they're going to be too scared about being fined because they're not checking people for bank cards. Like, it's fucked up.
That's the goal, though.
My restaurant, like,
This all of the New World Order shit. Like, it's literally shit. Like, even with the whole economic crashes or whatever, we had that you know, history repeats itself, you know, as we said. But it's like, it's going a little bit different, more on that futuristic, the Jetsons type of vibe shit, you know. I used to trade and, you know, deal with foreign exchange market, invest in cryptocurrency and all that. But see, now, like, even spiritual journey, I be so in between because it's like I know all shit a part of the agenda too. They want us to be, you know, all the way digitized. They want us to be as disconnected from organic and natural source as possible. Our original, you know, forms of physical currencies like gold and silver. We wasn't fucking having no fucking coins that you can't even physically grab. And like Bitcoin's non-retraceable and all that. You lose your money in Bitcoin, it's gone. Nobody can find your shit. That shit in space, like dead ass. Like none of that shit really real. And then, you know, people buy into these imaginary coins, and like I understand, like they be like, okay, you can use it for in the moment now, and this, that, and the other. But at the end of the day, like if you know a bigger picture, like we've been saying, and you see behind that shit, you know all that shit bullshit too. Like it's all bullshit.
Mm-hmm.
Like
yeah,
we've been to purge all of that inorganic shit, all that AI shit. We're going to eventually go back natural. We're going to go back organic. We're going to go back to barter and trade systems. We're going to go back to all of that shit. You know, all of this crypto, this digitalized shit, you know, it's all for them. You know, that metaverse shit, them VR headsets, Oculus Rifts. I remember when I was like 14, and all the YouTubers and the gamers was pushing that shit like so heavily. The Sims game, bro, they gonna have y'all motherfucking set up to a computer with them VR sets, live through that shit. Watch you be the motherfucking Sims that you be motherfucking playing. They gonna unplug y'all from reality and plug y'all into they motherfucking what they trying to do.
Absolutely.
I play
Absolutely.
Sims. Don't do me. Please don't.
Absolutely. I ain't put no headset plugging into no virtual reality space shit. I'm good.
Yeah, that's facts. And that's crazy. You say you Sims, because I used to play that shit so heavily. Like I love playing that because I was God. Like I was running that whole shit. And then I realized, like, damn, I'm getting up every day playing Sims. My whole day, I just wasted 2 weeks. I just wasted 2 weeks of my life playing a game, and I could have been doing shit. So that's crazy that you.
And that's what they want. You know, they want you to be lazy, eating a chemical filled food, and playing a virtual reality ass games, and feeding them your energy. You know what you pay attention to. You know, energy is the real currency. Them, all your currency to them. They want to control everything. Just so like you sound, you can't think for yourself. You can't do nothing for yourself. This is gonna be a new form of handicap. You still handicapped doing that shit too. You might not be physically handicapped per se, but you still ain't gonna want to do shit but eat, sleep, shit, and get on the motherfucking computer. That's the fucking. You might as well be motherfucking handicapped. If that, like, you ain't doing shit else, you're not going outside, you're not exercising, you're not doing no breath work, you're not doing no yogini, you're not doing no yoga, you're not practicing none of your shit, like, you're not doing nothing. You just paying all your attention, putting all your focus in on these social media apps and, you know, all that extra inorganic shit. You know? Take your attention away from what's really going on outside.
Mm-hmm. Distractions on top of distractions.
Right, and you just missed it. We were just talking about I was telling them, like, with the Jews, like how Hitler killed he killed all those Jews, but then who's running the world as of today?
Right. Exactly. Damn, I wish I would have heard that one.
You good. We were just talking about the shots, the spirituality, the agendas.
Shots.
Yeah, the shots, because it's starting to get out of hand. People getting 4 shots and you still sick. Something going on, but
right.
You know, as it sits right now, none of us, if we needed an organ transplant, we wouldn't be able to. That's one of the requirements right now is, for example, if you need a kidney, one of the requirements is to be on the list for the vaccine.
They wasn't getting my shit anyway, but what the fuck? No.
Right.
What the fuck? Oh, no. You can't even. That's crazy. Mm-mm.
Yeah, I mean, I guarantee you, it comes into, okay, well, you don't have the shot, you can't get in a plane. Guaranteed.
Oh yeah,
they trying to do that. They gonna do that. They gonna do that.
Yeah,
yep, they gonna do that. Because they already doing it in certain hotels in certain states and stuff. Like, that if you don't show your vaccine card, you can't even check in. Like, yeah, they trying to. The agenda is the population. So however they gotta make everybody conform into getting that vaccine, they're gonna do it, or you're not gonna be able to do the things that you used to do.
Yeah.
Straight up.
It's fucking dumbass.
You know, our government be aggressive, and you're speaking on as above, so below. So you know what spiritual warfare going on. You know that shit gonna trickle down to the physical. So you can't be operating on that fear shit. Cause if a motherfucker nut and try to get bucked, you better motherfucking nut and get bucked back. Cause they already be killing us left and right. You motherfuckers treating us like we whack anyway. They shoot you like you ain't motherfucking shit. So you can't be operating on no fear shit. We come from tribes of warriors. Oh hey, motherfuckers, our motherfucking people was tapped in. All these superhero movies, they get them concepts for us. That's our power that we talk about coming back. So when that shit start getting really real, make sure you really be on your shit because they gonna start getting forceful. You already know, motherfuckers and people that's like not converting over, like trying to eat better and fast from this hybrid ass food, this processed ass fake ass food. You know they got the Walking Dead out there that's showing you what the fuck gonna go down, the purge, all that shit. People gonna go crazy. They can't get their motherfucking burger, they quarter pounder with cheese, extra onion, lettuce, tomato, all
You
that
seen
fake
that
shit. They
chicken
gonna go
when they ran out of
crazy.
Popeye's chicken? You seen what happened when they ran out of Popeye's chicken sandwiches?
But
And
you
they
know,
showed
they
that shit
had drugs in
on
there. Though they had drugs in there. They had drugs in there.
Yep.
They had drugs in there. It wasn't the chicken itself that was making people go crazy. It was what was in it.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Boondocks be showing y'all all
So
the shit.
they been doing test runs, so they already know. You know
Watch two
how it's
motherfuckers
gonna
just
be. They
beat
really
the
start
dog
doing
shit out
that
of each
shit
other
for real.
over the chicken sandwiches.
No, I mean, remember in one state, somebody killed somebody, stabbed somebody to death over a spot in line.
Yep, I remember that.
So they already know how it's gonna play out. They already know how it's gonna play out.
Well, the
It's
other
gonna play
thing
out
is
how they
that
want it to play out.
morals and reason aren't really taught anymore. So now you have that's almost normalized to see people just beat the shit out of each other for some fucking chicken.
Man, that's crazy.
The grocery store shelves is wiped the fuck out, bro. Like, it's gonna get really fucking real. Like, it's crazy because I know how crazy people get. Like, when you addicted to shit and you try to motherfucking, you don't got your supply. You ever see motherfucking crack addict without they supply, cocaine addict without they supply? That's what the food is. Crack and cocaine, that motherfucking high fructose corn syrup. Motherfuckers got fruity pebble flavored waffle pancake mix with that sweet ass fruity pebble flavored syrup. All the kind of shit. Like, for what? For what?
Man.
That shit is, bro.
Man, sugar is worse than cocaine. What you talking about?
It is.
So that
cocaine.
shit like worse.
It is cocaine. That's crazy.
Why do you think this push so heavily for little kids?
They gonna go crazy.
Yep, pop, and it's rat poison too. Like pop got rat
Oh
poison.
yeah,
in it.
aspartame. Yeah, it got aspartame in it.
Oh yeah. This you was the one. Okay, so yeah, remember? I don't know y'all remember. I used to post her shit on my story like, oh, the rice is maggots, spaghetti is worms. I was arguing with motherfuckers left and right. This chick claimed she was autistic. I'm cursing loud. My bad. This chick claimed she was autistic, so everything I said she would disagree about. Like, she would write paragraphs like, well, eating animal feces isn't that bad. FDA approved it. I was like, bro, FDA, they get paid anything to approve anything. Well, there's only certain limits or whatever. Okay, think about it. 50 years, you eating the same crap. You think you're not going to get no disease? You think you're not going to get no cancer? Well, no, you should be able to trust the USDA. Boo.
That's crazy.
I had to delete her. I'm sorry.
I would never trust them. FDA approved urine being in the motherfucking perfume and cologne that people spray on them.
Yep. Lotion.
Be much like military things. Contracts go to the highest bid or lowest bidder. So whoever's going to make that product the cheapest, the one who's going to make it.
Yep. That's facts.
And everything causes cancer. That's not coincidence.
Everything. But if you already
from the shit you eat to the shit you put on your skin, even the candles that people burn.
Yep. The air.
Right.
How many of you guys have eaten at McDonald's recently?
What? Who?
Who?
Did you just say that?
What you say, McDonald's?
I said, how many have eaten it recently within like the last, I don't know, 3-4 years?
Oh no.
Sadly, I have. Only because my town is very tiny.
This shit makes you feel disgusting.
Yeah.
After you're done
I don't
with
like
that.
the
When I
It's
did
nasty.
eat there years ago, I would literally get sick to my stomach. Like, oh no. And then the way it smells after it sit for a few minutes.
I worked in the kitchen. When I was working at McDonald's for a whole year, I worked in that kitchen. And every hour that I sit in that kitchen, I instantly got sick. Like, I instantly got a headache, and I got sick from the smell of the burgers. Because we literally only cooking the burger patties for 20 seconds. and then you put it in a heater and you just let it sit in the heater and it'll finish cooking it. That's gross. It's literally bleeding and smelling off the toxic chemicals that you put that's already in the burgers, and it's making you sick from just cooking it.
So I never worked directly in the restaurant, but I was an electrician pulling cables at the Innovation Center in Romeoville, which essentially is 2 full kitchens inside a warehouse. And the only time that it was actually decent was when they brought in people from other countries, Russia, Australia, fucking Japan. Is the only time that I actually ate that food and didn't feel absolutely disgusting about myself afterwards.
Yeah, other countries have a lot better standard quality food than America.
I was telling Dee this, The Jungle, about the Chicago meatpacking in the 30s and 40s. It's a wonderful book to read.
Yeah.
I guarantee you a lot of it's the truth still today.
I bet you. And they talk about the hot dogs, huh? How hot dogs grind it up.
Add fucking
That's some
maggot.
gross shit right there.
Hot dogs.
Woo, that's some gross shit right there.
Well, hot dogs are literally the byproduct of all the other meats. So you get pork, beef, fucking chicken, everything stuffed in there. It's disgusting.
Rats left on the ground.
Rats. And then you know what's crazy? And what's crazy? One of y'all posted this on Facebook, and I was arguing with somebody about that because they dumb as fuck. The same chick. They put humans in our food. We eating ourselves.
I was just saying, like, all that shit is humans. Like,
You know what? At this rate, I wouldn't even be surprised.
I mean, all ground beef already pretty much has, like, shit in it because they grind up the whole fucking animal. Like, if you look at any type of, like, ground beef, like, there's some type of fecal matter, like, left in meat, which is fucked up. So if they don't care about giving us shit, they probably don't care about giving us real human meat.
Yeah, they don't. Especially they try to depopulize, like, yeah, people gonna go up in there.
And they be harvesting too. Oh yeah.
There's literally shit from the World Health Organization and the UN talking about population control. And one of the big ones is through a massive pandemic and a vaccine afterwards.
Yeah, absolutely. I've been telling people, planned attacks. This is pre-planned, strategically thought out and planned and executed.
I saw something a while ago that showed dates and exact names for each of the next COVID strains that are coming off.
Yeah, because they planned it, and the coronavirus itself has a patent of, like, I think 1960 or something.
Yeah, they've been testing shit
So
for
they
30
had
years.
that for a long time.
It's crazy. That's crazy. Bruh.
This is why I said stock up on everything that you can, because at some point it's going to be $10, $15, $20 for a loaf of bread. Calling it right now.
Yeah, that's too much money.
Does anyone enjoy bread lines?
They're gonna do that too. They're already going up on the meat. I mean, I don't buy it, so
Even
they do what they do.
going up.
But they already raising the prices on the meat.
Well, they
Someone
have
paid $8.99 a pound for chicken the other day.
They're shipping in boats.
How is they? And I've been seeing
You
this.
pay
Like,
$8.99 a pound for chicken.
Yes.
and if it's a chicken shortage, what the fuck is the chicken? Like, how are we selling chicken during this chicken shortage at the same time too? Like, I've been seeing that type of men talked about a lot. Like, for real though, like, don't make no sense to me.
It ain't chicken.
Exactly. Like,
Anyone else remember
They can
Burger
grow.
King from...
They can grow anything in a lab.
Oh,
anything
absolutely.
from a stem cell. That shit is cloned as fuck.
Yeah, most of the animals are hybrid. Most of the animals that we eat from are hybrid. They created them. Yeah. They're not natural animals.
What were you saying, Brian?
I
Burger King?
don't even remember. Burger King. They had a lawsuit against them for foreign meat, horses and shit like that.
Oh.
And they paid billions of fucking dollars to get that covered because it came out as true.
Oh my god! I just had to. Yeah. I blocked somebody because he said black people.
Too.
You said what, T?
Wendy's put horse meat in theirs too.
I seen a video a long time ago, like where people like I think it was France. Horses are a delicacy, quote unquote delicacy there, but they be eating like horse steak and shit like that. That shit's definitely fucking weird. Like I don't put it past them at all. Trying to put horse meat in anything.
Yeah, all these countries have various delicacies. I mean, even ours, if you're ever in the Appalachian Mountains or Rocky Mountains, there's something called Rocky Mountain oysters.
Yeah, that's fucking bulls, testicles.
Yes, it is. It's fucking disgusting.
Wait, what?
They be making people eat that on Fear Factor, dude.
Wait, what? Who eat what?
They used to make people eat them on Fear Factor.
Well, Joe Rogan just has a twisted mind. Hey, you walk on a Fear Factor knowing what you're going to be doing. I mean, you kind of did. You shot yourself in the foot there. You did that to yourself.
Yeah, I definitely want to partake in nothing like that.
There ain't enough money in the world for me.
I just had to delete this white dude because he said ain't nothing wrong with eating horse meat. Yeah, I'm finna delete your ass. He said black people do it too. Oh, I'm definitely finna delete your racist.
Well, if they eat at fast food restaurants, they do. They just don't know it. That's just like Chinese restaurants. You don't know what the hell you eating there.
You don't know if you eating rats or
rats, cats, dogs, whatever.
So a friend of mine was in China for a business trip, and they went to a deli, and they just had all kinds of different things in the back. You point at the animal, and they just kill it right then and there. Cats, fucking, all kinds of things.
I'm glad I'm vegan.
It's a different world out there, man. I mean, a lot of these countries, they don't have any kind of rules on the shit that they can serve.
Nope.
If it move, it's food, I guess, huh?
At this point, yeah.
Us too. Black people, I bet black people taste the best. That's why we always go missing. They ain't just getting our body parts.
Right.
They ain't just getting our body parts. Shit, our skin probably tastes the best.
Right. But y'all gotta watch that movie Contagion if y'all haven't watched it.
We had to watch that in school when I was like in grade school, so I remember that movie.
Watch it in grade.
Yeah,
I'm definitely
They put that virus in the pig. So when the people ate the food at the restaurant, that's how they got it.
Yep.
I don't know which animal they put it in this time, but it's definitely mutated from an animal.
And it's
because
like
they spread it so fast.
Exactly, and it's like every animal. Like you gotta think, a lot of these animals be sick as hell. And you can see some of the cancers in these animals. They don't eat that animal because they got cancer. What the fuck?
You know, when all this stuff with the vaccines first started going, there was a lawsuit against the human rights group because they were trying to put more and more, like, the blood donor carts. You go in, like, the trailer that pulls up to whatever. Well, they're trying to place them in areas that specifically black people would go to. They did the same thing in the South with areas that white people would go to. So it's all about population control, trying to get as many people in that area as possible of a specific demographic vaccinated. It all comes out of control.
Right.
Because I say this a lot. When was the last time our government ever tried to do anything good for its citizens?
Never.
Damn straight.
Never.
There's always an ulterior motive.
Facts. The stimulus
Hell,
checks.
Look at how our taxes are set up. They take a part out of your income, then you take some of your income and you buy something. Well, they take an additional part out of that, and then they tell you at the end of the year, this is how much you owe us, and we're going to give you 2% of that back. Don't make any sense.
Facts.
So take. Always have been.
You have to work a 9 to 5. You have to go to college to be some, and you can't even use your fucking college degree because you're
can't even use
overqualified.
it. Come on, can't even use it. All it is a piece of paper and a whole bunch of money for you to pay back.
The value of a degree has dropped significantly in the past 20 years. It's insane.
It never meant anything. We just believed that it did.
I think if you got your master's, 15, 20 years ago, that meant something. That meant a lot more than it does today. Because you could actually, with that, you could take that and do something with it. Now, it's a piece of paper that's been watered down. Because you look at someone like fucking Steve Jobs, never graduated high school even, and ran Apple. The degree has been watered down to what it does, or what it is.
Mm-hmm.
Because now, say you want to go into business, for example. Well, now you can take a correspondence class for $1,000, and it's going to teach you more than any business class is ever going to teach you.
Mm-hmm.
And then you get a degree to be a teacher, and you fucking not making shit as a teacher.
And they're going to tell you what to teach.
Yep. So my friend, she done went to school and getting her master's, and she's still not making shit as a teacher. She's like, I got to do a career swap. Damn, so you just wasted 10 years of your life? 10 years of your life to be a teacher, and now you got to do a career swap because it ain't enough money as it is?
Because you're making 45 grand a year.
Right.
That's crazy. That's crazy, but that's the reality, though.
Yeah, that's what we're living in.
Yeah, that's the reality.
So, I was in community college for a little while. Now, I should not have to take Greek history for a finance degree. That doesn't make any sense.
I'm in school for event. I was in college for event planning, and we have to take a huge science class for event planning. What the fuck does science have anything to do with planning parties, planning weddings?
Just one more way to take more and more money from you.
Yeah,
that's all it comes down to.
Absolutely, because I went to college for finance too, and most of the classes that I took, you do not use them to do a job.
Nope.
You need a literature
All
class.
of their so-called prerequisites is not. It was not needed. Straight bull crap. Like he said, it was more way for them to make more money.
Right.
You're paying $300-$400 for a textbook.
Exactly. Sometimes
it's a little
more.
bullshit.
Yep.
Especially if it's more than one textbook in that class.
Yep. And you don't even be using the textbooks for the class. So
don't even be using them at all. But they
one of the ones
require
that I had to take. So I'd switched majors a few times. So my first was finance, and then I went to business administration. So when I was in finance, one of the classes that I had to take was a political philosophy class. Okay, cool. That class was a 400-something level class. And I was a freshman. That's a little intimidating. It was $850 just for the class, an additional $450 for the book.
I took that too. And I didn't understand it. Like, why do I need to know philosophy to do finance? Like, yeah.
Exactly.
It was a whole bunch of bull crap.
Facts.
I had to take a class. I had to take a whole bunch of classes that just didn't have nothing to do with what I was actually going to college for.
Right. Now, T and Ari, I got a question for y'all. Why is like the black community pushing that we shouldn't get birth certificates for our kids?
Because it's a corporation.
Yeah, it's a contract. Like you under their jurisdiction and all of that. Like you're their property pretty much when you're born.
Essentially, it's a registration of who is who and where they're at and who they belong to.
They're worth like millions of dollars.
Yeah, you can get a certificate of live birth instead of a birth certificate or whatever, you know?
Yes, and also, it was going to be kind of fucked up, but organs from children are worth more because they're healthier than adult because it hasn't been corrupted yet with our modern technology.
True.
Mm-hmm.
True. Yeah, sure.
Wow.
Because You are a fucking fool if you don't believe that there's shit that goes on behind the scenes about harvesting and selling organs and people.
Oh, yeah, for sure, that's real. Why you think all our children be coming up missing and don't nobody know where they at? Not just children, women too. Like the amount of our women and children that's missing is through the roof. But nobody's talking about that. Nobody's paying attention to that.
Well, anytime that there's something that's brought up about it, they're immediately found with a heart attack or they committed suicide. And it doesn't really make sense to kill yourself with 2 shotgun blasts to the back of the head. Doesn't make any sense to me.
Yeah, that don't make no sense. Like, y'all know the Kanika Jenkins shit. They took that girl organs. You can't convince me.
They took a lot of people organs.
Yeah. They definitely have, and that's why.
But when it's not really talked about and it's on the hush hush, you already know who behind it. The people that run this shit. Because if it was just
George
a normal person,
I guarantee you, he's involved in it somehow.
Yeah.
There's a movie that's about how the U.S. trafficked cocaine into the U.S.
Yeah, that's true.
It's called, what is it? American. Fuck. Tom Cruise plays a pilot that's smuggling drugs out of South America. But it's a true story.
But they want to lock up people like, what's his name? El Chapo or whatever.
Yeah,
for smuggling. Okay, I guess.
Yeah, and that's why they tell you not to put that you want to be an organ donor.
That really happens. And the same way they smuggle cocaine, they've been smuggling organs.
If there is an afterlife, I want to go in one piece. I don't want it to have to be, oh, your liver's here. No, fuck that.
You got to learn your lessons in this lifetime so you can stop reincarnating.
That's true.
The goal is, never mind.
Nah, don't start this shit, nigga.
Never mind. Go ahead, say it.
What's the goal?
The goal is not to reincarnate. That's the goal. The goal is to keep on going. Me personally, that's what I believe. I ain't trying to reincarnate back here. I got other shit I gotta do. But
I was telling this to D, but I strongly recommend everyone who is mentally and physically able to arm themselves somehow, because shit's gonna come down. And if you don't have something, you're just preparing for the strongest person on the block to come get your shit.
I got my mind. That's all I need.
I like that.
That's what I'm
like that.
Okay. Yeah, that's what I'm on right there. Right there, because that all I need to have. Like, I have a friend. He has a house full of all type of guns, and to me, that's fear. That's like you living in fear. He got a 1-bedroom apartment. He got machine guns, handguns, daggers, swords, all kind of stuff. I'm talking about all kind of stuff, and that's paranoia.
Well, all I gotta say is, if you understand that you're a spiritual being living a human experience, and you truly don't ever die, you don't shit really phase you, bro. Like you walk around the motherfucker with no motherfucking fear.
Right.
Shit, if you end up killing me, you gonna only make me stronger, because I'm not gonna be in the physical. I'm gonna be back to my original state in the spiritual. Then I'm really gonna fuck you up. Try me.
I think what it comes down to is rather need it, not have it.
Man,
have it, not need it.
Bro, like I said, when I say all I need is my mind and the universe is mental, that's what I mean, bro.
Mm-hmm.
I want to find out how can we unlock our telekinesis powers, because this girl I'm friends with on Facebook, she be posting videos of her moving shit, and I'll be like, girl, stop posting that. Like, oh my, it's good she posts that, but like, I just, I don't want her to be a government experiment, because she be moving the clouds, she be moving the shit across the room, and I'm like, damn, I want to do that too. Like, I know I'm gonna
You
get that point. I'm
can.
gonna get to that
but
point.
I mean,
Yeah, if
the
she
thing about
really
it is,
doing that, she might not want to post that on Facebook.
That's
I
what I'm
mean, the thing
saying.
about it is, even okay, so like, it's your knowledge. Why not? Remember, nothing is new under the sun, only forgotten, and you are the
Right.
universe.
Okay. Okay. There you go. Okay.
So, like, if you able to do that, you just don't know how to. Well, I mean, you just forget how to do that shit, basically.
That's why I like meditating, changing your eating habits, doing whatever you can to do to lighten your vessel, detoxify yourself from all of that the shit. Just getting back to your natural self, it'll help. Like, and that's why I was like, the plant medicines will help you to reach another level that you can't just off of your own strength because of how much shit we done been put up with. You know, how much of the bad shit just, but you can do all that shit just with mind, like literally, like breathing, breath work, and the mind. You can do any
Mhm.
fucking thing.
Right. Deep breathing. Deep breathing helps a lot.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
So I told a friend of mine that I started doing meditation stuff, and I ended up having to block the dude because he goes, "You're a traitor to your race."
What?
All right. And I'm like, "How the fuck do you figure that one out?" And he's
I
like,
mean,
"Well, you can't be doing that shit."
Jesus Christ, man.
I mean,
All
that
right.
shit, that shit's fucked up. But you know, you wouldn't. I mean,
Thank you, Smoking the Black Blue, for the
understand that there's people with certain views that he just fucked up and like uh, people really be fucked up, bro. Like they really be fucked up, and it's unfortunate.
Everyone's gonna believe what they were pretty much indoctrinated with, unless they can have experience that can change your mind.
I just want
My thing is, you're trying to you say that you're trying to meditate. That's
Smoking the Blue. Thank you for that sub, bro. I appreciate it. I appreciate it.
self. Who is somebody to even try to say something against that shit, bro?
Exactly.
That's fucked up all of it in itself. Like, come
Mm-hmm.
on, bro. Like,
What up?
if more people meditated, bro, the world would be a better place. Just for you to even say that shit, you a fucked up individual.
Facts. Telling the motherfucker that you ain't even supposed to be meditating. That's evil because you trying to
And
blank your mind
Mm-hmm.
out. You should
you
be
know what I'm saying?
meditating on God's word. That shit had
That's,
me dead.
that's why I say. That's why I say it's so
Oh
That's
important.
exactly
man.
what it was.
That's
That's
why I say
exactly
it's
what it
so.
was, D.
That's why I say it's so important to know thyself. 'Cause
Woo!
who the fuck gonna
I'm good. How you doing? How's your day going? We just talking about some meditation. We just going all around, learn some information.
tell you about yourself is crazy, bro?
Facts.
Cause you should know. You should be the one who know. Man, come on now. I wish somebody would try to tell me about myself, bro. When I'm doing all this work and trying to become the best version of myself, all this inner work, man, get the fuck on.
Yeah, that's facts. And that was just
Like you doing,
Expeditiously.
like you doing all this work, you doing all this mental work, all this meditation and shit like that, just for somebody to try to tell you about yourself. That don't make sense.
Mhm.
yeah.
No, it doesn't make sense.
That's good. That's good. Smoking that blue.
Mm.
I was just posting some on my story last night. Like I was telling Ari earlier, like, I used to always, like, I used to go to my friends' funerals, they parties, they hangouts, or some type of event gathering or whatever. And when I go, all eyes on me, 'cause I got that energy, like, I'm the shit, I'm the shit, I'm that bitch energy, and people. It rub off people the wrong way. I come in the room and I just feel like, oh shit, like I gotta pipe down, like my energy wearing off on some people, and I used to think I used to be the problem. Like I used to think like I'm too focused on myself, like I'm making people uncomfortable, but whole time it's just them uncomfortable with themselves. You can't
Right.
embrace.
I'm you, the main character.
I am the main character, and you upset that you ain't the main character in your story. So you
Yeah,
revolved around my life. Cause your life is down. You need to find yourself and you'll be on my level. But instead, you down at me because I'm up here and you down there. When you could have got there yourself.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I play games. I'm just not playing games at this moment. Sunday nights, I do the show. But yeah. So.
A lot of people lack confidence and they hate you for having confidence.
Straight.
People will hate you just for you, just being you. You don't have to even do shit. You can just goddamn be happy. You can be smiling motherfuckers about that shit just because they can't even be that happy. Or man, look, that's why just focus on yourself. Fuck with anybody else. Man, as long as you ain't hurt nobody, you know what I'm saying? You working on yourself, trying to be the best version of yourself, that's alright.
Facts.
You feel me? Like, motherfuckers be worried about the wrong shit.
For real. For real.
Oh man, they be worrying about the wrong shit and they wonder why shit happened and why it happened.
That's a big ass dog.
It's my horse.
I'm the type of person, if it ain't got nothing to do with me, it ain't my business.
Right.
I could care less.
Facts.
If it's not harming me or harming the people in my little circle, it ain't my business. Do you? Because what you eat don't make me shit.
There you
For
go.
real.
There you go. There you go.
You spend too much time engrossed in other people's lives. That mind your fucking business. It's so much easier.
You came into this world by yourself. Why the fuck are you gonna let somebody try to dictate your motherfucking life that you have to live?
Okay.
That you have to live. Like, come on now.
Okay.
So I'm looking like this right now because I ain't looking my best, so I ain't got my light on.
Those people. How you scared to lose somebody that don't even belong to you in the first place?
Right.
Nobody belongs to you. Nobody is yours. Like, how you scared to lose something that you don't even got? It's not people. You can't possess people. You possess things. Like people. Yeah.
I'm alright.
Focus on yourself. You focus.
I'm not looking very best right now. I'm kind of down. So
things outside of self to fulfill you. I don't care who come and go out of my life. Peace.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because I understand and understand you got to experience in order to expand.
I'm telling y'all, T and Ari, y'all made me lose so many followers, but then I regained 10 times the followers. I promise y'all, when I was posting y'all stuff on my story, all these people was arguing with me. And Ryan and Carly know because they seen I screenshot it and post their dumb ass answers. But I lost so many people posting y'all stuff. But at the end of the day, I'm like, y'all not on my path. It is what it is. And then I got those people that acknowledged like, oh, you know your shit. You rising to your top. So
exactly.
Right. Remember when I made that post about Jesus? Girl, the other day I had to delete over 700 people. I had to literally just clean out my friends list and start over.
Wow. What was the post?
What? Let me grab my tablet because I don't remember word for word. But listen, when I tell you, oh, they was hot. They was beyond hot.
She said if you
we sat past and they was still coming at me about that. I'm like, you know what? I'm just about to delete y'all ass.
That's what I did. I was like, I'm tired of arguing with y'all. I just delete.
I'm like, you know what? I ain't doing this no more.
Somebody
I'm gonna just.
And one of them that I blocked, they messaged me on Discord on here. They was like, why'd you block me off Snapchat? I was like, bruh, because you a low energy. Like, you just want to argue all the time. He's like, I had some questions to ask you about holistic health. And he's like, I just wanted to ask you a question about holistic health. And I vibe with everyone but you, so fuck you.
Remember that post I made where I said religious people love to argue?
Yep.
Man, they love to argue. Like, I'm not about to argue with you. I don't care what you're talking about.
And then the Bible, it says you're not supposed to be arguing. So, it's like, y'all not real Christians if y'all sitting up here arguing all the time.
Don't like that
Yeah, that was another that got him. When I was like, religious people love to argue. Fuck out of here, disrespectfully.
Disrespect.
Yeah, you know I'm straight no chaser. I don't bite my tongue.
Facts.
Okay, so here we go. This was back on December the 23rd. People was still coming at me about this. It say Jesus isn't real. Christianity is a lie. Okay, bye. Oh, they was mad. I had to delete like over 700 people. I'm like, you know what? I'm just about to delete all of y'all and just start over.
Facts.
Why is y'all so mad that I don't believe in your Christianity?
Yeah.
Like, if that's what you believe in, that's what you believe in. But don't try to indoctrinate me because that shit don't work.
Facts.
There's
Ain't no
been literal
indoctrinate.
fucking wars fought over trying to convert people to other people's religions. Bullshit.
Yep. Killing people to become Christian, raping people to become
Yeah,
Christian.
like they do. Listen, they serious about that. They real serious about that one.
I had see y'all missed it though because hey, I sent you a message just now. Oh, Enrique, okay, I got you. So my ex fiance, he y'all some of y'all seen the post, but he was saying that in order for us to get married, I had to for sure. I had to in order for me and my fiance to get married, I had to repent. He made a covenant with me, so he can't be with no other woman. If he's not gonna be with me, he's just gonna be alone for the rest of his life to follow Jesus. For us to get married, I had to repent. Stop being a witch, stop being rebellious, in order for us to get back together. And I'm just like, are you kidding me, bro? Like, I just sat up here and told you all the ins, the outs, the Bible, how this religion got started, and you just let that shit go in one ear and out the other?
That's just like boy on the live today where he kept on talking about order, order, obey me, order, master ass, get your ass on.
Facts. What you say, Steph?
I was just saying, I just like that he threw in the like, you gotta calm your tits, like just relax.
Oh my God.
What she was saying, but yeah,
right.
Like all the other stuff is like, all right, like religious stuff, and then that one, just throwing a skewn in there.
Yep. And I just thought that was crazy, because like I was trying to figure out if he was my twin flame or not, because I feel like he is, but at the same time, I feel like you my karmic, because a twin flame gonna support your spiritual journey. You against it for your Christianity or whatever beliefs. Like, I ain't gonna say too much because I don't know if he be watching or what.
Sorry, what's a twin flame?
Oh, so a twin flame is somebody that's the other half of you. That's your twin. Somebody that mirrors you. Y'all got the same values, same. Y'all act the same. Y'all believe in the same. Sometimes you can look the same, but that's not all the time. Sometimes you can have the same birthday. They bring out the good, they bring out the bad, but they love you unconditionally. The sex is so intense, the love is so intense. If y'all break up, get away, y'all go through a separation, but y'all always on each other's minds and y'all always go back. But they help you grow. They help you heal and they help you grow.
Okay, here, let me ask this one, man. So my ex described exactly that from like her perspective of me. I don't see that by any means.
But did you?
Is it
but do you
one-sided?
But do you feel the same
no.
to her? No, that's not your twin flame.
I wasn't sure if it was like the same as like if it was a mutual thing or if it was whatever.
For her, you was just her karmic flame. You was a fake twin flame to her. You don't feel the same, like you don't love her the same.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, because my ex-fiance, he's my karmic twin flame because every time we get together, he always, dump me. and if it's abusive, like super abusive, that's a karmic flame right there. Cause no twin flame is just gonna be abusive to you. It shouldn't be super toxic.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
That's
that
what my
makes
boyfriend
sense
a long
because
time
that's
had.
all it was toxic.
Yep. Yep. Yeah, and then there's your soulmate. Everybody got multiple soulmates, and it doesn't just have to be romantic.
Mm-hmm.
T, have you ever had your twin flame?
Yes. Yep. May he rest in power. Yeah.
Oh, he passed. I'm sorry.
No, he didn't pass away. He was murdered. But yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Mm.
Was it that
Yep.
guy you was telling
Major.
us about on your
Mm.
live?
When today or before?
Yes, it was yesterday, I think, where you was talking about when you had bought all the shopping bags and stuff, and how you felt empty.
Mm-hmm. 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 And then we started this journey together. Yep.
Wow.
Yep. That's what I was talking about.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
And how'd you know he was your twin flame?
Like, the relationship wasn't bad. It wasn't abusive. He asked me to marry him. Like, we did a lot of things together. There was a lot of growth there. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like, I like all of the worldly things that I talk about that we did, the traveling stuff, we did that, but we also stayed up, nights studying, researching. You know what I'm saying? Like all of that. Like, yeah, it's a real huge difference when it's your twin flame. Like nothing's gonna be toxic about it, and whatever you don't see in yourself, they gonna see in you. They gonna push you to do better. You know what I'm saying? Like they gonna love your soul. And that's one of the things that he told me that I never forgot. If a man don't love your soul, he don't love you. You know what I'm saying? They gonna care more about your well-being than anything else.
Wow.
They gonna be more focused on you being better as a whole than anything else. They gonna want to see you grow. They gonna want to see you expand, like all that. Yeah.
Wow, that's crazy. Man, cause I feel like one of my best friends. I feel like he my twin flame, but like I don't want to make that assumption. But he the one that got me into the whole veganism lifestyle, and he started my whole spiritual journey. And like we have our birthday around the same time. He an Aquarius. I love Aquarius people. Like respectfully, I love Aquarius people.
I ain't mad at you. I love Aquarius men. My first love was Aquarius. I ain't mad at you. I love Aquarius men and I love Taurus men. My ex fiance he rest in power, the one that I was telling you about, he was a Taurus. But I also had a really good relationship, with an Aquarius. So I understand where you're coming from. I don't think people's sign is what make them bad. It's all about character because every Aquarius is not the same. There's good Aquarius and there's bad Aquarius, but to group all Aquarius as a whole, like that's wrong. I know some really great Aquarius men, and I know some fucked up ones too. You know what I'm saying? It's all about a person's character, not really about their sign. It's about what a person made of.
Right.
Yeah.
And everybody's different, so everybody got different birth charts too. Like everybody got the rising. You gotta look into the whole person's chart before you could just make the assumption that they just this one sign, they bad. Nah, everybody different.
Yeah, I'm an Aquarius rising. I don't know if you seen that post.
Yep, I seen that. Aquarius rising, and then you also had Pisces too, right?
One Pisces.
Yep, Pisces right here.
Aquarius is alright. They're alright.
They teach us. Adam is an Aquarius, so I'm shocked that he is.
Oh, y'all got y'all ways. Nah, y'all laughing. My baby mama Aquarius, and that shit tough, man.
My sun sign is not an Aquarius, but my rising is definitely Aquarius.
Yeah,
cause you're a Leo.
Yeah,
Oh, yep.
absolutely.
I'm an Aries and
Leo
like
sun, Aquarius rising.
Yep.
tough.
Y'all make sure y'all presence is known at the
Who?
Leos.
Leos?
Yep.
We don't have to. We don't have to. If we walk in the room, we gonna be noticed.
Facts.
We don't gotta do nothing. All we gotta do is just show up.
Facts.
People just feel like that because that's how they feel. Like you was saying, like people was thinking like you was trying to do something, like no. And then with me, like I have like a natural light that many people done told me about, like a natural glow. When I walk in any room, it's known that I'm there.
Right. Right. Your aura.
It's known that I'm there. You gonna notice me even if you don't want to notice me.
Wow. I want to do a past life reading on you. I want to know what your past life is. I bet you had to definitely been you definitely had to been like Cleopatra.
I would definitely like.
Past life scared the shit out of me the other day.
Oh yeah, that was so straight to the point. What happened to her camera? Or did everybody just freeze up?
Oh, you're not froze. I'm not froze.
Oh.
I can see you. Ours just came back on.
Oh, okay. Then it was
I
my
think
internet.
other people's cameras is just not on.
Yeah, my internet messed up.
And I wanted to add, y'all was talking about the signs. I'm a Gemini rising, Aries moon, Cancer sun. But all air signs, that's the Aquarius, what's the other air signs? Aquarius, Libra, and then Gemini, all air signs. We all run the mental mind. We are very intelligent being, and then it's the rising. So sun is what we grow into. Rising is what we are portrayed as to others. So when people first see me, they don't see me as a Cancer. They see me as my rising energy, Gemini, or they'll see you as your rising energy, Aquarius, for T. And Deja, what's your rising?
Libra.
Right, they'll see. Oh shit! Look, we all of them. Aquarius, Gemini, Libra rising.
I really thought I was a Leo rising though. I really thought I was a Leo, but we don't know my birth time, so we kind of.
I think I'm a Libra rising.
What?
Oh, you're a Libra rising too, huh?
I'm not even sure. Hold on, let me check. Regular, I'm not even sure.
Damn.
But yeah, that's the intellectual side of air signs. We got all of that. The knowledge is definitely there.
Yeah. Yep, definitely.
So yeah,
no.
You don't know what it is?
No, I'm a Gemini.
Oh, there you go.
Gemini sun?
No.
Gemini rising.
Oh, okay, cool.
I'm a Aries sun.
See, Aries is just y'all just always feisty.
Chill, right?
So
can't get spicy.
So argumentative.
Can be combative.
As fuck.
We are Mars ruled. Like we are. Like, Aries is Mars. So yeah. It's one more sign too. That's Mars, I believe. I don't want to say Scorpio, but I kind of want to say Scorpio. But
that's my moon.
Scorpio.
Scorpio moon. So I'm Pisces sun and the Scorpio moon. So one minute I could be sad, and the next minute I want to fight. So when I'm arguing with people, like I'll sympathize with you, and then I want to fight you. When it's just crazy.
Well, as you continue to transcend and evolve, you'll find the balance, between the two.
That's true. I mean, with the Libra rising, definitely should be balanced.
Yes. You literally are the scales of my eye with that sign. So yeah.
Yeah. Did y'all ever find out some information? Like, did y'all use astro charts? I really recommend that if you didn't, because that really breaks it down a lot. Like versus Catholic astrology, and
I don't. Yeah, I like AstroSeek, but I haven't heard of the
that's
one
what
you
it's
just.
called. That's what it's called. My bad. Astro seek.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I am a Cancer rising, but I'm an Aries.
Oh,
Okay.
okay. Okay, Steph, you the complete opposite of Chingu ass.
But yet, we're still both two very romantic-y kind of loving people.
Yeah, y'all do
Shut
love
up.
hard.
And, oh,
People ain't ready for that, man. They
I'm curious
tough.
of what the sex is with an RH stuff, because I bet they put it down good.
oh, I'd
Capricorns
like to
do
say we
too.
do.
And y'all ain't ready for that, man.
That's
Ari, don't be
myself.
rolling your eyes.
I wouldn't
No,
even
but
know.
that's funny.
I wouldn't
My
even
self
know.
note is Capricorn, so I used to be a Capricorn in one of my past lives before. So yeah.
How'd you know that?
Well, you can look at your north node and your south node. Give you insight to both your future and your present, what you're supposed to be doing now, and then your self node is like what you were in the past, like some of the things like past intentions. So Capricorn, I was told I had got a reading before too, like a past life reading before, and it was like, you used to be like a businessman type of entrepreneurship person. Then I started to like look into my birth chart, and I looked at my south node. I was like, okay, that makes sense, since it's Capricorn. Capricorn, they over like their Earth sign. They most related to like money and stuff like that. Besides Taurus, but Taurus more with Venus and love and comfort and food, like sensuality, stuff like that. Capricorn is more of an earth sign that's more on the physical, materialistic side of the earth sign realm. So yeah, but that's just like one placement you can look at to know.
Yeah, I looked at my North Node. I forgot what it was, though, honestly. But I looked
Y'all got
at
me
that.
finna look that shit up again. But
Yeah, now that she said that, I'm definitely gonna look it up.
so how did you like? Cause I do past life readings. I just did Ryan's the other day, but and I did Chingu's. But like the only thing like with the past life readings I can look at is like who you was, like if you was a Native American or Viking or black, not black, maybe black. I can tell if you was in slavery, if you was in the Iron Age, Atlantis, or like I got different type of cards, and then like I could tell who you was in the tarot cards, like what lessons that you had to go through or what kind of person you was. But I couldn't tell like. Well, sometimes you could tell if they was a man or a woman, but it was interesting from my past life reading. I was a celebrity. I was famous. And I used to travel all around. I was rich, so I was either a singer or I was an actress. But I died in like a airplane crash. And then it also said I was an inventor, and then in the slavery times I was a witch slave, so I was a high priestess. So I died of being a slave. I died of hunger.
I have a feeling I was Asian in my past life for some reason.
A what?
I was Asian. I was like obsessed with Chinese people when I was like a kid. I literally was obsessed with anime. I literally have a ramen bowl tattooed on me.
What the fuck?
I swear I was
People
Asian
have
too.
people have thought I had like a little bit of Japanese in me. I don't know. I've had people think like I had like a little bit of Asian in me for some reason. Don't know if that's true, but I don't know. I have a feeling I was Asian in my past life because I like Asian culture and Chinese culture for some reason.
I feel you on that.
Yeah, that's interesting. And they said I was from Atlantis too. I was one of my past lives. I was in Atlantis, so that's why my whole room is blue. I need everything to be blue for me. Like, so I got blue on. Lights is always blue. Like, you have something in your past life that resembles. Like, I feel like with black people, the same people that be always talking about slavery. We lived in the slavery times. Ain't no way we can't let that go. you know, because we was in those times.
Mhm.
Egypt, you talking about Egypt all the time. You was from Egypt.
Mhm. Yep. My North Node was Virgo.
I definitely thought you was a Virgo at first, so that definitely makes sense.
No, I'm not a Virgo. I'm definitely a Leo, but my North Node is in Virgo. I don't remember what my South Node was, but I know my North Node is in it's in Virgo.
Wow. I'm trying to look my shit up.
Asia, do you think I give off Capricorn or Libra vibes more?
Capricorn.
Because my moon's Capricorn and my rising's Libra, but I'm a Scorpio.
So how we both Libra risings?
I don't know, that's weird.
So we make friends in the weirdest places.
That is true. I have made some friends in the weirdest of places.
Yeah, like online.
Yeah, like a random party. I've met some like random people at some random party in the city.
Yep.
Nowhere.
Man, I really wanted you to meet I'm glad Chingu came up in here, because if Chingu didn't come up in here, bro, Chingu, I was gonna block you. Now I'm just like,
oh man, that's
because this the main person that be always up in here, like, oh, you know, black people we the powerful people, we the special people, and all the white people in the other discourse be like, he's racist, he's racist.
Nah, he's just telling the truth.
Facts. And he the one that got me on my spiritual journey, because I used to like, man, this nigga sound crazy as hell. We ain't from the sun. Oh, nah, we is from the sun.
Most definitely is. Most definitely is.
Yeah, so that's crazy.
People don't give credit to the sun, not realizing the sun is the preserver of all life. Without the sun, everything would die.
Yep. Plants.
Everything.
Because it'd be too cold. It'll be frozen.
Everything. Without the sun is literally the preserver of all life. They got us focused on the S-O-N when it's always been the S-U-N.
Yep. That's true. Damn, I can't find my birth.
You said what?
I'm trying to look for my birth time, so I can see what sign I was. If it don't say Leo, I'm gonna be pissed.
Leo for which one?
That was my past sign, because I know I had to be a Leo in some.
Maja.
So T, are you into spiritual stuff? Like, do you do any like do you do any like rituals or manifestations or spells or meditations or anything like that?
Yeah, I meditate. I don't really get off into rituals, but I meditate. I'm a life path 8, so yeah, I've been manifesting since I was a kid, before I even knew what manifesting was.
Facts. Wow, I'm a 9. I'm right after you.
Okay.
I just found out about life paths through y'all.
I don't even know what mine is. How do you even determine that?
When's your birthday?
November 12th.
You supposed to add up all your birthday numbers, but I ain't got time to do that, so I just get this calculator.
Yeah.
And was it 1999 or 2000?
99.
Six. You life path number 6.
Marcy, go to bed.
I don't know what that means.
You life path number 6 is you a healer. You
I always should be trying to help other people before I help myself.
Yeah.
Bad trait that I have.
Yeah, so you like you want to be more aware on things. What the fuck? Ryan, did you want to know your life path number?
Sure, why not? Sorry.
Oh wait, so 6 is like
How do you get the number?
oh, you just tell me your birthday.
January 13, 2001.
Wait a minute, I'm a year older than you?
Ooh, will you find mine, please?
Yes.
Thank you.
You were older than me by a couple years. In all honesty.
Only 1 year.
So what does that number mean?
It's like your life path, like kind of like what's your purpose or how you see life.
Okay, interesting.
You said it's January what?
13, 2001.
Damn, your birthday in a few days, ain't it?
Yep.
I ain't wishing nobody better not sing no happy birthday to me. I ain't doing don't sing no happy birthday, cause that's a ritual. I just found out that's a whole nother ritual to age you. If you don't celebrate your birthday or do that shit, you gonna stay young. Oh, you just like T. You an 8.
What does that mean?
You're a manifester.
That's something I gotta start doing. In all seriousness.
These people are ambitious, have desire for power, money, rich journeys will bring them success. They are tough, persistent, and conservative. You is a Republican. No, let me stop it.
Resilient, confident, extremely powerful. Yeah, read up on yourself.
Yeah, I'm new to all this stuff, so it's very interesting to hear and have an open mind about things.
Yep. It's life path number and what else? What's that destiny one? Isn't there like a destiny something?
Destiny one?
Yeah, I think it's like destiny number.
Is that the moon? Is that the black moonlit or something like that?
Your expression number. Oh, it's like you use your name to get the number.
Okay.
Your full name.
Okay, I haven't done that one.
Yeah, me either. I just found out.
Yeah, I haven't done that one. I did the black moonlit.
What's the black moon one?
Mine's is Virgo.
Virgo. Okay, I'm gonna look that up. Steph, when's your birthday?
April 17th, 1989.
Oh, you a 3. Oh, yeah, you already said that. Didn't you say that earlier?
Yes, I did.
Yeah, so you creative and charming. Uneven financial life. Oof. Oh, eights, y'all weaknesses is not to abuse y'all power because it can have negative consequences. Y'all can have some failures, aggression, toughness, impatience. Y'all think highly of yourselves. Picky, moody. Interesting.
Ooh, say mine, say mine.
Oh, what was yours again? 6? 6, right? Yeah, it was 6. Your weakness, hesitation, rest, not sleeping enough, always wanted to be perfect, and be irritated.
That is. I'm like super competitive and like kind of a perfectionist, and I feel like that kind of like makes me too hard on myself sometimes.
Yeah. Same. Oh, can I do a past life reading on you?
I don't think I want to go to rest with that on my mind.
Can I do it? Because I want to find out if I'm Asian or not.
You know what? I did that. I didn't sleep for 2 days.
Oh yeah, never mind. I forgot. It do be that deep sometimes.
Oh, I know, cause I be having days like I have visions. Like I see things before they happen, both good and bad. So, like, yeah.
Do you guys have any birthmarks?
I do.
I
I
do.
got one on my elbow, and that supposedly it tells you like how you killed. So my arm was chopped off.
Me and my mom have the same exact one at the same exact spot.
That's weird.
Or hers is just a little bit bigger, but it's like same area and size. Look.
I don't know if it's a legit.
I don't have anything noticeable like that.
That's weird.
I have like a small birthmark, and then I just have a lot of beauty marks.
Mine's right behind my, I think it's my left leg.
One on my stomach that the doctor said looks like a gunshot.
Ooh. What's that like? My left leg.
Theory unfolds.
Oh, that's my left leg.
You said what?
A birthmark behind my left leg.
I see how the theory unfolds.
It's true.
Yo, low key, DH, do you want to give me a past life reading?
Yeah, I can.
I'll cash app you.
No, you don't gotta pay me for the past life readings. It's only like general readings. Cause people be trying to do too much. Like, hold on, I have to end this stream because I forgot I be having people watch my stuff and they be feeling some type of way when I start talking about certain things. So thank y'all for coming on the show. Thank y'all for tuning in. Tune in next week where we continue